back to more WWE. Streaming a couple hours. I was expecting someone to come over and help me work on off the heels of WWE Payback, where we saw two titles change hands. The main singles titles of the World Heavyweight Championship and the Recognized Character Championship, as well as Sheamus being the new Thorn Super Sweet. Before we jump into Monday Night Raw, I gotta go over something. So the next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank. So I have it still janky, and they never fixed it. And what that means is the Universe Mode will set up a Money in the Bank match. If you change the people in the match, it will not count as a Money in the Bank match. That's incredibly dumb. Now, there are workarounds to it. You can finagle it so you can change people. Instead of doing that, I'm going to just let the game create its own Money in the Bank match, but I'm also going to have 3 other ladder matches, 6-man ladder matches, which we're going to do in the style of TNA's Feast or Fired. The way we're going to handle it is 3 ladder matches. 6 people in each match. 1 ladder match will grant the winner a number 1 contendership to the RC title. 1 will grant them a number 1 contendership to the tag team titles. They'll have to find a tag team if they don't have one. And the third person, or the third match, not necessarily in that order, will have the winner removed from Universe Mode. I'm not even going to know which one's which. It's going to be randomized, and I won't look at the results until after the winners have been decided. So, pretty much, I will probably plan that people will be in one of those 4 ladder matches, and then wherever the cards may fall, that's where they'll be. Thorn will pick 2 people for each of the Feast or Fired ladder matches. As well, we will be picking 1 person. We'll be picking 3 people from the NXT roster, one of each to go in each ladder match. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be 1 person from NXT in each ladder match. And regardless of if they win or lose, they'll get to go to the main roster afterwards. So people on NXT better start looking good. It's a complicated thing. You don't have to worry about it too much. If you would like to suggest someone that you'd like to see in one of the 4 ladder matches at Money in the Bank, go right ahead. I'll throw them in. I don't care. Just know that if you put them in and they end up in Feast or Fired and they get fired, it's all on you. And with that, we'll jump into the fallout from Payback, where we'll begin Monday Night Raw with John Cena going up against Jim Neidhart. Then Bray Wyatt up against Rick Rude, and Bernie Sanders up against the Honky Tonk Man, and you see all 3 of those at the bottom. Our 4th match is the no longer Thorn Super Sweet Championship belt holder Big Show. Still one half the tag team's champions, though. Big Show going up against Fit Finlay. And last but not least, the main event of Raw, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And you have to imagine Brock Lesnar's pissed after coming to a draw with Stone Cold at Payback. So, all of that being said, let's jump right into Raw. For the most part, I'll be looking at people on Smackdown to decide who will go into the Feast or Fired matches. Because, you know, they deserve a shot. They're the people that aren't on the main, not the main roster, but, like, not on the main show as much. So I think they deserve a shot to go for those titles. As we prepare. John Cena, double title holder. He will have to defend both of his titles at Money in the Bank. And for all I know, the game could just decide to put John Cena in the Money in the Bank ladder match. It's for sure John Cena's working double duty at Money in the Bank. It's a possibility he could be working triple duty, which is a little ridiculous. So, as we get ready, not as we get ready, as we watch John Cena go up against Jim Neidhart, the Anvil. Oh, big punch from John Cena there. Taking him down. John Cena holding both singles title belts. He really needs to, he's going to have to step his game. Now, literally everyone's going to be coming after him, and he's going to have to fight them off. Jim Neidhart's just the first person coming after him. And we don't know if Jim Neidhart's going to want that World Heavyweight Championship or that RC Championship. You know, he could want either. He might just take what he can get. Wade Barrett proved that that RC Championship, it's fairly prestigious. He fought hard for it, even though he lost in the end. Heck, John Cena wanted it bad enough to get it. That means it must be worth something. As we see now, John Cena putting Jim Neidhart up against the ropes. He's throwing him in. Oh, Hurricane Rana. Actually, now that I think about it, I believe this is Neidhart's debut. Yes, it is. Jim Neidhart's debut here on Monday Night Raw. Is John Cena now going for throwing him over the top rope? Yeah, and throwing him straight to the outside. John Cena following after him. This is a normal one-on-one match. Amazed that John Cena's working this Monday Night Raw after pulling double duty in 2 extreme matches at Payback. Oh, Cena reversing. I think maybe Neidhart thinking about throwing him into the announce table, and Cena going for the Thez press on the outside, beating Jim Neidhart down. Cena picking him up. At a 5 count as both men get into the ring. Oh, Cena went for a kick but faked him out. Goes for a second kick, DDT to Jim Neidhart. John Cena now going for the 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see me. And it connects onto Jim Neidhart, who could be in serious trouble here. As John Cena's calling for it, he's going to put Jim Neidhart away with the attitude adjustment, the AA. He's got him up. Attitude adjustment to Jim Neidhart, right into the pin. 1, 2, 3. John Cena picking up a dominant victory against Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Let's take a look at some of the big highlights.
Cena, I have nothing to say. I'm gonna be honest with you. Cena just absolutely dominant there, showing that maybe he deserves to have both title belts. But us here up in the head, the ones in control, we're not happy about this. We didn't want anyone to hold both title belts. I'm saying we're a bit iffy on this whole John Cena fiasco. We'll be looking into things in the future. Jim Neidhart has been named the new #1 contender after a strong showing in the non-title match against champion John Cena. I mean, don't put those words in my mouth. It wasn't that strong of a showing. I have no idea what title he's going for. Like, I have literally zero idea. He's just new #1 contender. Well, no. But now, we go into Bray Wyatt versus Rick Rude. Change momentum to fast. Another, I believe, once again, this is the debut of Rick Rude here on Monday Night Raw. That is correct again. Rick Rude's debut up against Bray Wyatt, who didn't have the best record for a while there. And still not great. 1-3, only win being to R-Truth, the jobber of all jobbers. But Bray Wyatt starting out dominant here against Rick Rude. Clutching his hand down on Rick Rude's shoulder blade. We're getting a lot of new people coming up on Raw here. Rick Rude, Jim the Anvil Neidhart trying to make a showing for themselves for those Feast or Fired and those Money in the Bank matches. If someone does well enough on Raw, I'll easily consider them. As Rick Rude tosses him around. By the way, on each Smackdown, I will announce 2 people who will be in ladder matches at Money in the Bank. And on, we'll worry about the NXT stuff later on NXT. As Bray Wyatt now getting Rick Rude up to his feet. Big punch to Rick Rude. And a kick to him as well. Bray Wyatt stomping down on the back of Rick Rude. Being completely dominant in this match so far, except now Rick Rude was going to start trying to get some momentum after that reversal with an elbow, but now Bray Wyatt snap suplex. Wyatt wants a shot. at any of those titles, and he's willing to beat someone up to get it. Bray Wyatt now dragging Rick Rude up to his feet. Oh, Rick Rude getting elbowed to the back of the head. Pump handle slam by Bray Wyatt. Rick Rude's gotten like a single elbow in of offense in this entire match. Oh, Wyatt running senton. Or running cannonball. I don't know. Well, is that the running senton? I have no idea. Regardless, Rick Rude kicking out right before 3 as both men get up to their feet. Oh, and a kick to Bray Wyatt, but Bray Wyatt just reverses right away. Oh, he went for a huge uppercut there. Rick Rude managing to get out, block it, snapmare to Bray Wyatt. I gotta admit, I'm still just like a little tiny bit burnt out after the like 4.5 hour payback. But I gotta get into it. I'll get into the mood here in a bit. I'll start calling these matches super well, but it's a lot of things on my mind, and payback burnt me out a bit. Rick Rude hitting Bray Wyatt hard. Bray Wyatt throwing Rick Rude out to the outside. Could be seeing a beatdown out here on the concrete as Bray Wyatt picks him up. Bray Wyatt, oh no, what's Bray Wyatt planning? Oh no, don't do it, Bray. Bray's looking to end Rick Rude's career right here, right now. No, Bray, no! Oh! Crashing into Rick Rude, crushing his skull between his boot and that steel pole. Not done with him, throwing him into the barricade. Snake Eyes onto the corner of the barricade by Bray Wyatt. And a 6 or a 7 count. Oh, Bray Wyatt's not done. Bray Wyatt's gonna keep beating him up. Oh, he's hitting Rick Rude hard. Oh, and a clothesline from Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt hitting Rick Rude in the back. Oh, and a clothesline from Rick Rude. Rick Rude now stomping on Bray Wyatt. Oh, Rude smartly raking the back of Bray Wyatt. Both men making it back into the ring. Rick with things around. Getting some momentum against the new face of fear, Bray Wyatt. Knee breaker. Laid on the ground. Rick Rude crawling over to Bray Wyatt. But Wyatt rolls over. Getting up before Rick Rude can make a pin. Now Wyatt rolling through. Snapmare to Rick Rude. That little bit of exhaustion on Rick Rude's behalf is going to maybe be what Bray Wyatt needed in this match to get back into control. Jawbreaker by Rick Rude. Oh, Wyatt's got him. Oh, like a tilt-a-whirl side breaker or something there. I have no idea what that would be called. Bray Wyatt, Uranage to Rick Rude. That's got to be the end of the match. 1, 2, 3. Bray Wyatt. Rick Rude started to get some offense in, but Bray Wyatt just showing mostly absolute dominance throughout all of that. But still, a decent showing by both men once again, as always. Let me write down Rick Rude's win-loss record of 0-1. You know, Monday Night Raw is starting to go a little bit fast here tonight. Well, I think we're just seeing absolute dominance. Everyone giving it all they've got. And let me tell you something. Let me just throw this out there as we go on to our next match. If this happened. If a rivalry like Bray Wyatt and Rick Rude is a rivalry based on universe standards, if it's like dominantly Bray Wyatt, I will probably, and I'm not gonna say I definitely will, I will at the very least consider putting him in one of the ladder matches, but not Rick Rude, because he would have gotten beaten up horribly. Things like Bernie Sanders versus Honky Tonk Man and Bray Wyatt versus Rick Rude, I am not opposed to like just ending that rivalry to give the person who deserves it a shot at one of the titles. That kind of goes for the future as well. If I ever need a #1 contender and like someone's doing really, really good in a rivalry and the rivalry is boring. But we'll let that play out. I'm just saying that is a possibility as we begin with Bernie Sanders going up against the Honky Tonk Man. I believe this is both of these men's Raw debut. Bernie Sanders making his legacy on Smackdown before losing to Adrian Neville in that triple threat match on the last Smackdown before Payback 1 week ago. Bernie Sanders, though, putting in a dominant showing against Honky Tonk Man. This could just be pretty much 3 squash matches in a row here on Monday Night Raw. Bernie Sanders going in. The crowd's going wild, too. The crowd's going insane for Bernie Sanders. Feel the burn. Honky Tonk Man snapmare, though. Starting to turn things around. Bernie Sanders. Oh, and another snapmare by Bernie Sanders into a chokehold. Headlock. Working Bernie Sanders. Will Bernie Sanders tap out? I highly doubt it, but Honky Tonk Man's trying to work him over. Trying to do some serious damage to him. Bernie Sanders fights his way out of that headlock. Oh, went for a backhand. Honky Tonk Man turns him around. Raking the back of Bernie Sanders. Ripping some old man folds. Bernie Sanders reversing Honky Tonk Man into the ropes. Tossing him over. What's that called? Like a back body drop or something? I'm not sure. Wrenching the head of Honky Tonk Man. Twisting it hard and slamming him down. Bernie Sanders now immediately getting Honky Tonk Man back up. Oh! Oh, big chop, knocking Bernie Sanders to the ground. Followed up with an elbow drop. Might be piercing a lung of Bernie Sanders here. He can't take this much of a beating. Oh! Thez press to Honky Tonk Man. Out of nowhere. The crowd's going nuts. Bernie Sanders into the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, Honky Tonk Man kicks out. Bernie can't believe it. Honky Tonk Man getting up to his feet. Oh! He kicks Bernie Sanders hard, almost knocking him down. Bernie twisting him around. Oh, knee breaker. What's Bernie Sanders doing? No. Bernie Sanders, just like everyone else tonight, trying to put on a good showing for Money in the Bank, was looking to put Honky Tonk Man through that announce table, but now neither man can figure out exactly where they are. Honky Tonk Man throwing Bernie Sanders into the announce table, beating him at his own game, slamming his head down. Honky Tonk Man, those swift punches. Red Eyes Master Dragon, thanks for hosting. It's much appreciated. It's Honky Tonk Man now, slamming down onto Bernie Sanders. At a 4 count, side Russian leg sweep to the outside. 5 count, Honky Tonk Man runs to the inside of the ring. 6 count, Bernie Sanders up to his feet. He's going to make it in time. Honky Tonk Man taunting with a little honky tonk dance. Bernie Sanders taunting as well. It's a dance off in the ring. Swinging neck breaker by Honky Tonk Man. Now, lock in the submission maneuver. Oh, and Bernie Sanders powers out of it. As now Honky Tonk Man taking Bernie Sanders center of the ring, arm drag over the shoulder of Honky Tonk Man, who now is going up to the top rope. But Bernie Sanders, he got up, managing to meet him, punching him over. Oh, and Bernie Sanders got him. Top rope socialist stunner to Honky Tonk Man. That might be the end of it. Bernie Sanders getting him up. Center of the ring. Oh no, what's Bernie Sanders doing? Oh, the Bernie bomb. I forgot to turn notifications off again. And an elbow drop. Bernie Sanders going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Honky Tonk Man kicking out. Bernie Sanders facing Honky Tonk Man. Oh, he went for the socialist stunner, but Honky Tonk Man reversed with a jawbreaker. Honky Tonk Man going up top, This time Bernie Sanders isn't up to meet him. Oh. Oh. Huge diving fist. I don't know the name of Honky Tonk Man's finisher. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Bernie kicking out of that finishing maneuver. Both of these men giving it everything they've got. Bernie throwing Honky Tonk Man into the corner. Bernie's got him up top. Is he going for it again? Another top rope super socialist stunner. Bernie Sanders dragging Honky Tonk Man center of the ring, going for the pin. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Bernie Sanders walking away with the win. 7-1 Bernie Sanders. No, 6-1 Bernie Sanders. I'm sorry. Oh, that means John Cena does have the best win streak of 6-0. And Bernie didn't tie with him. My bad. I thought they were tied. Honky Tonk Man, unfortunately, much like literally everyone whose debut tonight, lost his debut match. This is not the Raw you want to make your debut on, apparently. He did it. Hashtag feel the burn 2K16. As now we move on to Big Show versus Fit Finley. We've been seeing like pretty much 3 fairly dominant matches in a row. Admittedly, the Honky Tonk Man match was decent. It was decent. They've all been decent. It wasn't as much as like a squash match. But here we see one half of the Tag Team Champions, Big Show, going up against the debuting Fit Finley here. And you know, Big Show is mad after losing his title in that Fatal 4-Way match. He can't even blame the fact that it was really a Fatal 4-Way, because he was the one that got pinned by Sheamus last night. But Fit Finley, he loves to fight, and he's going to take the fight to Big Show. Fit Finley looking for a bit of dominance now, being thrown into the ropes by Big Show. Big boot. Big Show now rolling Fit Finley over. Now, Fit Finley throwing him into the ropes. Oh, that big knee to Big Show. Now Finley working the leg of Big Show, trying to keep the Giant off his feet. Now, oh, and a punch from from Big Show to Fit Finley. And a second backbreaker, trying to tear Fit Finley in half. Big Show locking in like a crossface there. Ref telling Big Show to break it up. That's a dirty move. He was sticking his thumbs in his eyes or something. His big, meaty thumbs in Fit Finley's eyes as he throws Fit Finley out to the outside. Big Show following after him. Might be looking to do some serious damage here. Stomping on the knee of Finley. Oh, doing some damage to that leg, trying to hyperextend it. At a 3 count now. Oh, boot from Big Show. Picking him up. And a 3rd backbreaker. Only a 4 count, though. Locking in his giant hand, crushing the shoulder blade of Fit Finley. Now at a 6 count. Big Show getting back into the ring. Will Fit Finley make it back in, or is Finley going to get counted out? 8 count. Finley made it back in. Big Show telling him to stay out, but Finley knocking him to the ground. Now rolling Big Show over. Punching him in the back. Big Show still getting up to his feet. Clothesline to the Big Show. I think this is the best anyone's ever done in singles competition against Big Show, honestly. Oh, Big Show in some serious pain now. Finley putting those educated feet to good use. Big Show, though, getting him up. Running slam putting all that weight down on Finley. He's looking a bit injured. Big Show could be getting ready for a big move. He's taking the center of the ring. A fourth backbreaker. Why do you think? I mean, I guess they're talking about Hornswoggle because Finley's in here, but that seems like a pointless thing to talk about. Unless Hornswoggle runs out to help Finley, but I highly doubt it. Oh, Big Show's got him up into a fireman's carry. Gorilla press to Finley. And he's still not done with him. He's taking out, oh, spear. He's taking out all his frustrations on Finley after last night. 1, 2, 3. Big Show, dominant win over Finley, but Finley, really, I think Finley put up a heck of a fight considering he was up against the Big Show there, who's been almost nothing but entirely dominant here in Universe Mode so far. But, as I've already said, everyone debuting tonight's lost. It's not a good night to debut, let me tell you. Big Show, he's saying he wants another singles championship. He wants to be in one of those ladder matches. Despite being a big guy, he thinks he can do it. He knows he can fly. I don't know if Big Show will be in a ladder match, though. He'll have to really prove it, because, you know, I'm iffy on the double champions. But now we go into our main event. Last match of Raw, first match that there isn't Roman Reigns. And as I've said before, Lesnar, he's probably furious about that draw against Stone Cold. But Reigns tossing Lesnar down. Reigns doesn't care if Brock Lesnar's mad or not. He's going to go in for the win. Reigns is actually, I don't even remember who it was against, but Reigns lost his one and only match he's had so far. Lesnar locking a standing Kimura already. Trying to break Reigns' arm. Really taking out the aggression on him here tonight. For Reigns, belly-to-belly suplex, taking Brock Lesnar to Suplex City. Reigns just insulting Lesnar by kicking him while he's down. So now Reigns, clothesline to Lesnar. Maybe drawing with Stone Cold has gotten Lesnar in like a wrong mindset. Reigns might be able to capitalize that and defeat Brock Lesnar here tonight. As we see Lesnar now getting back up to his feet. Reversing Reigns. Lesnar spinning him around again. Throwing, no, a belly-to-belly suplex to Reigns, doing the same maneuver Reigns did as well. Now Reigns back up to his feet, but Lesnar knocking him before he can get all the way up. Reigns spinning, no. He thought he was setting it for a spinning neck breaker, but instead he just punched Lesnar in the back of the head. Reigns playing to his strengths of, well, brute strength here tonight. However, he can get fancy occasionally, setting Lesnar up on the top rope. Super one-arm powerbomb to Brock Lesnar. Continuing to just stomp on him on the ground. Reigns just stomping Brock Lesnar into mush. Lesnar got up, but then ran right into that backbreaker. Reigns now trying to punch Lesnar, keep him down. Trying to keep this momentum into another backbreaker. Lesnar's in trouble. Reigns going for the pin. 1, 2, oh, and Lesnar kicking out. Reigns kneeing Lesnar in the back. Snapmare to Reigns. Reigns getting back up to his feet, but Lesnar catches him. Another standing Kimura lock to Roman Reigns. Really trying to just snap that arm in half, but Reigns fighting out of it. Lesnar doesn't care. He's getting Reigns. Oh, he's spinning Reigns around. I thought he was going to get him from behind, maybe for a German suplex, but that's a belly-to-belly suplex. The second suplex from Lesnar in this fight. As he rolls Reigns over. And now, picking him up with his pure strength and slamming Reigns down. Lesnar is done playing games. He's ready to end this match. Big punch to Roman Reigns. Those UFC skills starting to come in handy here. Big knee and a boot and another boot taking Reigns to the ground. Lesnar may have had a draw, but he won't lose. Taking Reigns all the way to Suplex City. 3 big German suplexes to Reigns, dragging him to the center of the ring. Now going for the pin. 1, 2, and Reigns kicks out. Lesnar doesn't even care. Lesnar's not in an I can't believe it state. He's just going in to cause more pain and punishment to Roman Reigns for kicking out. Lesnar just staring at Roman Reigns as he makes his way up to his feet, hitting him hard. Reigns now getting a grip on Brock Lesnar, picking him up. Power bomb to Brock Lesnar. Reigns lifting him up. He's got him. Samoan drop to Brock Lesnar. That's gotta hurt. But Reigns, he still isn't done yet. Big knee to Brock Lesnar's head. He can do some MMA style moves himself, apparently. But he can still power slam twice as good as any MMA move. Now working the arms of Lesnar, maybe want to make it a bit difficult for him to hit another Kimura lock in. You think if Lesnar gets Reigns in a third Kimura lock, Reigns will probably tap out. Backbreaker to Lesnar. Here in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Reigns now throwing Lesnar to the outside and going after him. This fight's spilling out to ringside, but Lesnar kicks him off. Reigns unsure what to do, kicking out Lesnar's knee to get up to his feet. The two of them stare off. Oh, and Lesnar throwing Reigns into the ring. Big punch to his chest, followed up with a boot. Lesnar now, he's calling for it. He's calling for the end of the match. Gonna try and hit Reigns with the F5. He's got him up. F5 to Roman Reigns. That's gotta be it. Crowd going wild. Lesnar back in domination. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, Reigns kicked out of the F5. Lesnar can't believe it. Is Lesnar losing his touch? Is it time for the Beast Incarnate to be put down? Kicking Reigns down to the ground now. Reigns having to use the ropes to crawl up to his feet. Lesnar not wanting to let him get up. Reigns throwing Lesnar into the ropes. Clothesline. Into the pin. 1, 2. Lesnar kicking out at 2. Reigns exhausted, not sure if he can go up against Lesnar much longer, as Lesnar getting up before Reigns does and grabbing him from behind. Tiger suplex to Roman Reigns. Lesnar probably looking to do some serious damage to Reigns here. Big running knee to Roman Reigns' head. Might be looking to bust Reigns open here as he pulls him up to his feet. Oh no. Lesnar throwing Reigns into the corner. What's he planning here? He spun him around. Oh! Kneeing him in the leg and headbutting him in the back repeatedly, but Reigns stops it on the third one with a big punch to Lesnar into a backbreaker. Reigns now looking for a shot. Superman punch to Lesnar. This could be Reigns' shot to be the first man to ever pin Brock Lesnar here in Universe Mode. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Lesnar kicks out. Hey Red Belt, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Lesnar working his way to his feet. He's got to be careful of Reigns now. Reigns could hit that spear at any moment, but Lesnar, sick of it, throwing Reigns to the side. Now, just beating in Reigns' face, trying to bust him open, trying to knock him completely unconscious. As we see him now, lifting Reigns up. Power bomb, but he still got him grabbed. A second power bomb. And a third one. Lesnar could be looking for the win. Is he going for it? He's dragging him to the center of the ring. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Lesnar defeats Reigns. Have I downloaded a Bayley and Sasha Banks call? I have not yet. And here's why. There were so few women in 2K16 that I'm just not doing a women's division for 2K16. 2K17 is supposed to have a lot more women in it. If 2K17 has at least like 25 women, I'll do a women's division for Universe Mode in 2K17. But it really wasn't worth it for the amount of women in 2K16, and I'm already using up a lot of my cost slots. I prefer to download like wacky, goofy wrestlers, or wacky, goofy things like Batman over real wrestlers. Where the hell is Lesnar on this list? Where's Reigns on this list? I don't even know. Lesnar, you know, as much as I'm hyping up Lesnar, Lesnar's like 3-0 because he got that tie against Stone Cold. Reigns, on the other hand, he's 0-2. He's much worse off. And I do think that's much worse because I think 3 wins is way better than 2 losses. So ends our Monday Night Raw. Remember, at Smackdown, I will announce 2 people. Brock Lesnar. Rah. We're going to exit, get ready to start up NXT. At the end of Friday Night Smackdown, I will announce 2 people who will be in one of the 4 ladder matches at Money in the Bank. Again, I don't know which one they're going to be in, because we got to see what the Money in the Bank match is going to be first. If the Universe Mode puts them in Money in the Bank, I'll be like, hey, you can stay there. Good luck. I'll fill your place in Feast or Fired or whatever by someone else. Gotta leave room for, not necessarily error, but like variables, unpredictable things. As we move on now to NXT, where we see the Power Rangers, the NXT Tag Team Champions, facing off against Bert and Ernie, who lost to the Shy Guys after a heated rivalry at Payback. Match number 2, we see Kakashi Hatake making his debut against E.T. the Extraterrestrial. And then King Kong and the Yeti Ape Escape going up against the Pokemans Charmander and Poliwrath. Then we see our NXT champion Krampus going up against Lord Voldemort. We haven't seen Voldemort since his loss at Extreme Rules. He's trying to make a comeback here. And in our main event, we see the YouTubers Markiplier and Nova going up against Donatello and Leonardo, the Ninja Turtles. A lot of tag matches on NXT. Everyone's making factions. And at the end of NXT, I will announce one person from NXT who will be moving on to Money in the Bank. Do I announce one of those people? I'm gonna wait. Because I get 3 people. There's 4 NXTs. I'll start announcing them at the next NXT. And then I'll have 3 to announce them, and that gives me time. That gives me longer than just 1 week to look at them all. Because this NXT is mostly tag matches. And while someone can stand out and be put in a line of matches, like, I gotta break up tag teams that are apparently just forming, and it's like, bleh. People being very loud in the other room. As we prepare to begin NXT here tonight with the Power Rangers versus Bert and Ernie. It's you know, I say this every time just in case someone new watches that isn't aware. It takes it forever to load right here because it's 4 created wrestlers. It takes some time to load. I am talking with Thorne about certain people that he would like to be in the Feast or Fired matches. As we begin here, starting out with Red Ranger and Burt. And Burt immediately picking Red Ranger up into a standing flapjack. Burt and Ernie unfortunately losing to the Shy Guys at Payback. The Shy Guys are now on the main roster because of that. Oh, and a DDT to Burt. So it looks like they're moving on to try and become NXT Tag Team Champions if they can't be on the main roster. But the Power Rangers have been showing true dominance ever since they bursted onto the tag team scene. Oh, and a kick from Red Ranger to Burt. Now, picking Burt up. Burt. Backbreaker to Red Ranger. We saw the Power Rangers have a clean sweep of the night last Sunday at Payback. I mean, I guess technically it was last night in real life. I was referring to in-universe mode, though. Ernie throwing Red Ranger to the outside. Gonna use some of their Power Ranger strats against him. 2-on-1 on the outside. Red Ranger doesn't care. He's beating a Burt. Oh, running Bulldog to the concrete, though, by Ernie. They could get Red Ranger counted out here just to prove the show that they were watching that 6-man elimination match at Payback last night against the Orphan Cripplers, and that they know the Power Rangers tricks, and that they're gonna have none of it. Oh, Ernie slammed head first into that ring apron where Burt was. Red Ranger, both of them making it back in the ring. Red Ranger now snap suplex to Ernie. Red Ranger now rolling Ernie over. Punching him in the back. I think he was maybe looking for a move, but Ernie got up to best. Uppercut. Hanging Ernie up in the ropes. Red Ranger now actually hanging him up on the second rope, but Ernie getting up before Red Ranger can do anything. Red Ranger doesn't care. Standing Hurricane Rana to Ernie. Now, Red Ranger making the tag to White Ranger. Oh, Ernie getting him from behind. Side suplex to the White Ranger, leader of the Power Rangers. Now, Ernie dragging him to the center of the ring. Hitting him with a kick. And then another big kick to the chest. I have a feeling we're not going to see a series of squash tag matches here on NXT. White Ranger, side suplex to Ernie. White Ranger now stomping down on Ernie's arm, cracking his elbow. Ernie now getting thrown into the corner. It's been mostly Power Rangers for this match, but Burt and Ernie have shown they can easily turn matches around. Spinning neck breaker to the White Power Ranger. Ernie now going in for the tag to Burt, who grabs White Ranger quickly. Oh, but White Ranger weasels his way out of that. What's he doing here? Oh, a curb stomp to Burt out of nowhere. I can't believe he just hit that. I didn't even see it coming at all. White Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power punch to Burt. Looking for the pinfall now. 1, 2. Oh, but Burt kicks out. But now you have to know that Burt could be in trouble after taking both of those big moves. Oh, another swift jab. Burt getting thrown into the corner here. What? Oh no. The White Power Ranger sending a message to everyone on Sesame Street with the superplex to the outside. Taking Burt out. This is Awesome Chance filling the NXT arena as White Ranger throws Burt into the ring. White Ranger making the tag to Red Ranger as Burt trying to crawl to his feet. Now Burt picking Red Ranger up, and another standing flapjack to him. Burt making the very much needed tag to Ernie here. Burt really did take a serious beating from the White Ranger. Ernie now trying to take advantage. Spinning neck breaker to Red Ranger. Burt dropping the elbow on the knee of Red Ranger. Red Ranger really howled out in pain. I think he might have pulled something there. Now Ernie throwing Red Ranger to the outside. I think it looks like Red Ranger's leg landed wrong on that landing too. As Ernie picks him up. Oh, but Red Ranger gets him first, throwing him into the ring. Ernie having to use the ropes to get up. That's not a good sign for Burt and Ernie. Ernie getting Burt. That swinging inverted DDT. Now, the rubber ducky to the Red Ranger. This could be it. 2. Oh, but the Red Ranger kicks out right after 2. Red Ranger now working his way up to his feet. Oh, he went for the Mighty Morphin power kick, but Ernie stopped him, throwing him into the corner. And here they go. They're going for it. The PBS Power Hour. The Rolling Senton. The 450 splash. And the Moonsault. Taking Red Ranger out. The crowd's going wild. Burt going into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and White Ranger barely breaking it up before Ernie gets one. He got hung up in the ropes there as he fell out. Burt going up top, but a knee from Red Ranger knocks him to the outside. The Power Rangers now coming to gang up on Burt. We've seen the other 3 Power Rangers do this against Hitler at Payback. Is now the Rangers. Oh! Running elbow to the Red Ranger. But White Ranger's there to help. Oh, and a slap to Red Ranger. White Ranger is not happy about that. A stiff punch of his own. Red Ranger throwing Burt into the apron. And then getting into the ring himself. At a 6 count, Burt could be in trouble. Burt making it back into the ring at 7. Oh, Burt, the annoyance. Going for the pin on the Red Ranger. 1, 2, Ernie. Oh my God, they did it. Burt and Ernie have just pinned the Power Rangers for the first time ever. Unbelievable. The Power Rangers, Burt and Ernie, have ended their 7-0 win streak as a tag team. I am counting all of the Power Rangers as a tag team, of course. Burt and Ernie walking away with a win there. Unbelievable. They have pinned the NXT Tag Team Champions. Jerry the King Lawler, much like me, cannot believe what we just saw. Unbelievable. Burt and Ernie pulling off an upset win. Red Ranger, White Ranger are set to face Burt and Ernie in Tag Team Championship match. And I absolutely have to agree with that one. I did not expect Burt and Ernie to pull away with the win there. I am shock-a-rooned. Shock-a-rooned. As now we get ready for Kakashi Hatake versus E.T., the Extraterrestrial. I'm silent because I am messaging Thorn about ladder matches, and I'm very bad at like typing and talking. And I figure the loading screen is the best time for me to handle this situation. As we get ready for Kakashi to make his debut against E.T.,
And there's the bell.
who I believe was defeated by Markiplier in E.T.'s debut. Oh, and right away, Kakashi Going for that one-arm power bomb. No, ET beat Markiplier. My bad. Or didn't, yeah. Whoever ET thought he won. Oh, and an uppercut to Kakashi. Kakashi of the Sharingan. Here to fight and do well in NXT. Kakashi pushing ET away, but no, ET trying to swing around. Snapmare to Kakashi. An alien versus a ninja here on NXT. Kakashi looking to be in serious trouble. Oh, standing leg drop. ET punching Kakashi's back. Punching it again. As Kakashi now. Oh! Knee to ET's head. Oh! ET reversing with another uppercut. And big punches to Kakashi, sending him into the corner. And now ET driving him in. Flying Bulldog. ET dropping a leg on Kakashi's leg, twisting that kneecap. It's very risky to wrestle in sandals, but ET's wrestling barefoot, so I can't really say much about that. Dropping a knee into the small of Kakashi's back, trying to do some permanent vertebrae damage. Snapmare to ET. Kakashi pulling back on ET's long arms. ET fighting out of it though. Guide notifications. ET finding out Kakashi now. ET side Russian leg sweep to Kakashi. Lifting Kakashi all the way up. Oh! DDT to Kakashi. ET dragging him to the center of the ring. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Kakashi kicks out though. ET not happy about that. Elbowing Kakashi repeatedly in the head. Third time's the charm. As ET prepares for a big swing. The UFO to Kakashi. Hi Josh, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. As ET goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. ET has pinned Kakashi in Kakashi's debut here on NXT. What an interesting turn of events. I was gonna feel real stupid if I looked at this list and Kakashi didn't make his debut. Or this wasn't Kakashi's debut and he'd already had a match. But I've been paying attention to these matches. I'm thinking about who I want. Never you mind. Never you mind. ET pulling in well, putting in a hard-fought match. Currently 2-0. As we see, we move on to our next match, another tag team match. Ape Escape, King Kong and the Yeti going up against the Pokemans, Charmander and Poliwrath. This is another one that's gonna take some time. Good match. It was a decent match. I enjoyed it. I was kind of rooting for Kakashi a bit, if I'm gonna be honest. But hey, let's not be biased. I'm sitting here. ET, he won. Good job on ET. Clap, clap, clap. Tag team matches, they take a while. I have finally finished sending my message to Thorne about the ladder matches perfectly, just in time. As we begin, starting out with King Kong against Charmander. King Kong and the Yeti, both massive monsters here in the ring. Literally. As now, we see King Kong forcing Charmander to the corner. Taking a moment to catch his breath. I don't know how much stamina King Kong has. Big elbow to Charmander. We haven't seen a tag team this big since our current tag team champions on the main roster, Andre the Giant and Big Show. Drop kick to Charmander. As now, Charmander working his way to his feet. But King Kong, backbreaker to Charmander. King Kong, DDT to Charmander. It's been all King Kong since the very beginning. Charmander hasn't stood a chance. This is absolute domination here. 1, 2, Poliwrath breaking up the pin as the Yeti comes after him. King Kong now elbowing Charmander in the head. This is unbelievable. This might be even more domination than we saw from WMD, Andre the Giant, Big Show. As King Kong calling for his finishing maneuver. Gonna put Charmander away right now. And he does. The big slam to Charmander. Crowd going wild. Pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, but Poliwrath still able to break it up as now Yeti takes him out. Oh, running RKO from Charmander, who desperately needs, always taunting King Kong. I was about to say he desperately needs to make a tag. Starting to get some offense in. Oh, and the chop from King Kong. Backbreaker. King Kong now. Knee to Charmander's head. King Kong making the tag to Yeti, who is somehow even bigger than King Kong. Charmander crawling for his tag team partner, and he does it. He makes the hot tag somehow. As Poliwrath going buck wild, taking all of them out. Flipping the Yeti over. Poliwrath, he's got the muscle. He might be able to take on Yeti and King Kong. But Charmander took one heck of a beating right off the bat. Match was almost over if Poliwrath weren't fast enough to break up those pins. Oh! And he reverses the Yeti with an elbow. Yeti spinning him around. Back to belly suplex. Yeti now flipping him over. Poliwrath trying to get up to his feet. Big punch to the Yeti. And another punch. Poliwrath showing great offense here. Belly to belly suplex. Lifting that huge ape off the ground. Now rolling the Yeti over. What's he doing here? Oh, stomping the Yeti's knee down. Trying to take out one of those monkey appendages. Now, throwing Yeti into the corner. Poliwrath setting him up. Gonna do a huge move to this huge ape. Poliwrath's got it cinched in. Superplex to the Yeti. Poliwrath now still picking him up. Not even going to try and go for the pin yet. He knows it's going to take a lot more. DDT to the Yeti. Turning him inside out. Poliwrath dragging the Yeti to the center of the ring. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Poliwrath almost had it. Yeti barely able to kick out. Now Poliwrath working the head of the Yeti. Trying to finish this off with one last move. No, he's actually going to look for the tag. Try and give his teammate Charmander a confidence boost. Let him try and finish it off. But he's going to stop King Kong from making the tag first. And that was a bad move by Charmander. Getting caught with the backbreaker. Now the Yeti is free to tag. No, he's not going to tag King Kong in. He's going to second rope, drop him down. And Charmander rolls out of the way, throwing Yeti into the corner. He's setting him up too. Charmander going to do a top rope move of his own. Hitting him from behind. German superplex to the Yeti. Charmander doing a great job now tagging Polyrath back in. They just wanted to show that both of them were equally good, and Charmander was able to get a move in. I think Polyrath was getting ready for his finisher there, but Yeti got up to his feet. Oh, neck breaker. Now Polyrath calling for his finishing maneuver. Lifting him up. Big slam to the Yeti. Going right into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. King Kong barely able to break up that pin. Drop kicking through Charmander and hitting Polyrath. Polyrath now hitting the Yeti, but no. Yeti's got him. Neck breaker. The ref telling King Kong to stay in his corner. Get out of the ring. Polyrath lifting Yeti up. Standing flapjack. Now the ref's telling Charmander same thing. Fair is fair. Jumping knee to the Yeti. Now, he's got him up. Slam. Hello, Xenamilla. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? 1, 2. Oh, King Kong breaking up the pinfall. But now Charmander's got him, tossing him to the outside. Polyrath. No, Yeti gets Polyrath. Yeti needs to make a tag neck breaker. Stomping Polyrath while he's down. Oh, King Kong could be fighting Charmander on the outside. As Polyrath versus Yeti. No, both men goes their separate ways. DDT to the Yeti. Going for the pin. Oh, the ref distracted by Charmander. An accidental distraction and King Kong able to break it up. Polyrath and Charmander not working as a great team so far. Oh, Yeti was going for a DDT, but Polyrath got out of it. But now Yeti picking him up. Standing flapjack. That's a huge fall right there. Now, Polyrath in trouble. Yeti swinging neck breaker. Yeti might need to make the tag to King Kong. No, he's dragging Polyrath to the center of the ring. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Polyrath kicking out at 1. It's going to take a lot more to keep this man down. This Pokemon down. Elbows to the head of Polyrath. Now, Yeti tagging in his partner King Kong, who's taking significantly less of a beating in this match. But that might change here with a gut buster. Charmander. Charmander throwing King Kong in the ropes. What's he planning? Oh! Super kick! Doesn't take King Kong off his feet though. Unbelievable. Elbow to Charmander. I can't believe King Kong kept standing after that super kick. But Charmander still continuing to fight as if his life depends on it, getting thrown into the corner. As now we see King Kong lifting him up. And his life may depend on it after this. Superplex to Charmander. As now we see King Kong lifting Charmander up. I need to remember to turn notifications off. DDT to Charmander. Now, dragging him to the center of the ring. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Polyrath quick on his feet to break it up. But the Yeti's got him now with a backbreaker. It's King Kong. Oh no, Charmander. Oh, went for a Hurricane Rana. But King Kong got him with a power bomb. Now, got him with the monkey swing. Sending Charmander flying about 2 feet, maybe 3, off the ground. That's going to do some damage into the pin. 1, two. Oh, Yeti almost stopped him from breaking up the pin. The crowd's going insane. An intense tag team match here tonight. See King Kong working Charmander. Charmander running RKO to King Kong. Charmander wisely tagging in Polyrath. King Kong getting up to his feet. Polyrath, oh no, missing. King Kong's got him. Flip. Polyrath could be in serious danger here. King Kong tagging in the Yeti. As Polyrath working his way to his feet. Oh, and a punch to the back. Oh, DDT to Yeti. He's busted open. The Yeti's bleeding Yeti blood. This could be real bad news for Ape Escape. Polyrath going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, no, no. King Kong broke it up. King Kong just barely broke it up. As Polyrath now wrenching the arm, trying to snap the shoulder of the Yeti. Charmander needs to get out of the ring before he's counted in. Polyrath calling for his finishing slam. And he's got it. Taking the Yeti down. Charmander's got to be fast to stop King Kong. 1, 2. Oh my god. That was like a baseball slide clothesline hitting them all. King Kong great at breaking up pins so far. As the Yeti gets him with a back, gets Polyrath the back to belly suplex from behind. I guess theoretically, where else would you get someone with a back to belly suplex? Trying to break Polyrath's arms, that's where most of that muscle lies. Now Yeti taking Polyrath over to their corner. And a tag. Could be looking for a tag team maneuver here. No, they're just too big. Some people are just too big for tag team maneuvers. Polyrath getting hung up on the ropes though. Polyrath throwing King Kong out. He doesn't care. Taking this moment to catch his breath. No! Reverse suplex to the outside. That's going to do some damage to Polyrath. An impressive move by King Kong there. Great innovative technique as he throws Polyrath into the ring post. Trying to do some serious damage now. Throwing him into the ring apron. 4 count. They might get counted out here. 5 count. Polyrath thrown into the ring post again. Count of 6. Polyrath laid out on the ground. This could be it. 7. Polyrath is yet. Polyrath's starting to get up to his feet. He's crawling. Slow 8 count by the ref. King Kong starting to taunt. They see each other in the ring. Oh, King Kong's got him. DDT to Polyrath. I think this might be it. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Charmander able to break it up. They were just too close to the Pokemon's corner. As Charmander now thrown to the outside. Polyrath fighting out of the head scissor. Now picking King Kong up. Yeti not quite to his corner yet. Oh, but he makes it just in time to see the pinfall. 1, 2. Throw. King Kong kicks out. Oh, and that's everything for both of these men. Both of them out of stamina, falling to their knees. They've given it their all here. Not body slam. Regular slam to King Kong. As now Polyrath tags in Charmander. He goes in for the pin. 1, 2. But King Kong kicking out. They're going to need to hit another big move for this to do anything to King Kong. They want to keep him down. Elbow. King Kong now. Barely making his feet. Oh, a chop from Charmander. King Kong still makes it up. Center of the ring. Backbreaker to Charmander. King Kong making the tag to his wounded teammate, Yeti, who's been busted open. Hard to see. Yeti blood is blue, so it blends in with his face. What is Charmander planning here? Take him over to their corner. Oh no. The Yeti throwing Charmander into the other corner. Getting him out of there. Putting him up top. This could spell trouble for Charmander. And the Yeti. Side superplex. Turning him inside out. Dancing on his head. Look at him juke and jive. Now Yeti picking him up. Oh, went for that slam reverse DDT from Charmander. Who now going up to the second rope. Changing his mind since he saw the Yeti was getting up. He might have been thinking about going for a tag, but saw Yeti was too close to making a tag himself, and he makes the tag anyway. But now Charmander, Scott King Kong, taking him over to his corner again. I think he's trying to get Poliwrath to make the tag, but Poliwrath not paying attention. Poliwrath not noticing that Charmander wants him to make the tag. But a Hurricane Rana to King Kong means it doesn't really matter. Now, Poliwrath makes the tag. Let's see King Kong start to pump himself up, get up to his feet. Now, picking Poliwrath up for the big slam right there in their corner. This could almost definitely be it. He's got to pull him to the center of the ring some so there isn't a rope break. 1, 2, 3, and Ape Escape defeats the Pokemans in their debut here tonight. A fantastic match. Awesome showing from both teams, but Ape Escape just had a bit more muscle on their side. As I now add all of them to my record sheets. 1-0. Great match there. Two fantastic tag teams breaking out here on NXT with our already fantastic tag team division. As we move on to now, tag team competition begins to heat up as King Kong and Yeti take on Charmander and Poliwrath. Tag team competition really is heating up. It's quite impressive, if I do say so myself. As we move on to our fourth match of the night, NXT champion Krampus going one-on-one against the Dark Lord Voldemort. Krampus having a decisive victory against his brother Santa at Payback. I just unplugged my PlayStation from its charger and then the screen went black, and I thought that somehow like broke everything. As we begin, Krampus looking for a new #1 contender for his NXT title. Voldemort looking for redemption after his loss at Extreme Rules along with Nicolas Cage as Shrek. The two of those fates could collide here tonight on NXT. Krampus getting the headlock on Voldemort. I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. Had to get up early, take trash out. Try to mostly just worry about my computer and hope someone came to help me fix it. No one came. And then just a lot of video editing and uploading as these two continue to lock up in a long and hustling battle. They hustle forever. They hustle till the end. Krampus now taking Voldemort to the ropes. Throwing Voldemort in. Oh, Hurricane Rana from Krampus. Not something we see a big guy like him do very often. Impressive to say the least.
This is exactly how he drew this one up.
Now Krampus stomping down Voldemort. Voldemort, though, throwing Krampus in the ropes for a move of his own. Back body toss. Voldemort now wrenching the head of Krampus. Could be not setting him up, but like, I guess you could call that setting him up to get hit when he stands up. But Krampus doesn't care. Suplex to Voldemort. Claps of respect from these two veteran competitors here on NXT. Krampus thrown to the outside, sent flying. Voldemort now rolling him over, slamming his knee into the concrete. That'll do some serious damage to the NXT champion. Voldemort now choking Krampus out. Voldemort, no, neck breaker from Krampus to Voldemort once again on the outside. A count of 4 now. Krampus gets Voldemort up, wrenching his head. 5 count. These two need to get in the ring. 6. As he just tries to snap Voldemort's neck. Krampus has made it back into the ring. 7 count. Voldemort's back in. Voldemort now throwing Krampus right back to the outside. These two are playing for keeps, fighting on the hard concrete, trying to dominate each other. And a big backbreaker. Voldemort now taunting the NXT champion. Stomping him while he's down. It's gotta be cold down there in the concrete. Voldemort now trying to crack the neck of Krampus at a 5 count. Krampus gonna make it in just before the 7 count. Oh, Krampus out of nowhere got him set up. He stuffed him in the sack and sent him to hell. Krampus now not going for the pin, instead stomping the arm of Voldemort. Gonna do some serious damage. Big punch. Are we gonna see it? Side suplex to Voldemort. Everyone's anticipating Krampus to hit the lump of coal, but no one knows when he's gonna do it. As he throws Voldemort into the corner. Now, whoa, what's he doing here? Oh, that Krampus clothesline. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Voldemort kicking out. Krampus in shock. He came into the NXT in the same night that Voldemort lost. He's not faced this man on a regular NXT show or at all before. He hasn't seen him in a match on a regular NXT show. He can't believe how powerful this competitor is. How resilient they are. Krampus, however, doesn't care. He's going to win to prove he deserves to be NXT champion. Voldemort throwing him over the top rope onto the ring apron. And now tossing him right back in. Voldemort taking a moment to catch his breath as Krampus gets up to his feet. Voldemort punching him from behind. As Voldemort's now getting thrown. What is Voldemort planning? Not Voldemort, what's Krampus planning? And I think we know what Krampus is planning. We've already seen this once tonight. Superplex to the outside onto the concrete, both men writhing in pain. Man, that We Are Awesome chant is so stupid. Krampus throwing Voldemort into the ring. Elbow drop to the head. Not really an elbow drop, more just an elbow. Voldemort might be completely out of it. Krampus taunting for him, telling him to get up if he's really a tough competitor. Voldemort doing his best to get up to his feet, but Krampus knocking him down every time he tries. Voldemort's made it up, and he grabs Krampus. Center of the ring. Suplex to Krampus. Oh, Krampus rolls out of the way. That stomp. That's bad for Voldemort. Snapmare. Big running knee to Voldemort, who just fights through the pain. Not running a running punch. Still fighting through the pain. It's Krampus now. Going for that Krampus clothesline once again. Knocking Voldemort out. Krampus now going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Voldemort still kicking out. The NXT champion. Can't believe it. Oh, Voldemort's got him. Gutbuster to Krampus. It's time for Voldemort to show what he's got. He's calling for some dark magic to help him out. And a punch. Oh, Krampus picking him up. Power bomb. Voldemort still able to get up to his feet fairly quickly as Krampus punches his lights out. But a snapmare from Voldemort brings Krampus to the ground. And a headlock from Voldemort trying to get Krampus to tap out here. Can Voldemort make the NXT champion tap out? The answer is no. Not yet anyway. Krampus fighting hard, elbowing Voldemort down. Oh, and a DDT to Voldemort. That's gotta be it. Maybe Krampus doesn't want it to be it. Krampus rolling Voldemort over. Rolling him over again. Dropping the elbow on his kneecap. Krampus now. I'm unsure what he's doing. He's just waiting for Voldemort to get up to his feet on his own. But he's going to knock him down. He's trying to demoralize Voldemort here. As he now throws Voldemort into the corner. Now spinning him around. Oh, and a third Krampus clothesline into the corner. That's going to be some serious damage. Krampus now going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Third Krampus clothesline is the charm, taking Voldemort out. Krampus now sitting at 5-2 as NXT champion. Voldemort not so hot at 2-3. But it was a good. Oh, I'm yawning. It was a good showing by Voldemort, nonetheless. Lord Voldemort has been named the #1 contender after a strong showing. See, that was a strong showing as opposed to the Jim Neidhart thing. And now we prepare for our main event. The YouTubers Markiplier and Nova against the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Leonardo and Donatello. Just take a moment to lay back and relax and pop my legs. Because I gotta stretch. Been sitting down for a while, like 4 hours a day, just for streaming. Not even counting like just sitting down like a normal human being. It helps to pop my legs and stretch a bit. Nova's face. It's very derpy right here. Very derpy indeed. I got up too early for this. I got up too early and I'm streaming too late. Alright, now we're getting into this. It's so long for the tag team matches. We're starting off with Markiplier and Donatello. Donatello, big flip to take Markiplier to the ground. And now, big stop to Markiplier's head. This is the debut of the YouTubers as a tag team. Belly to belly suplex from Markiplier. He's dragging Donatello over to his, it's not his side of the ring, over the center of the ring to drop that fist on him. Donatello making it to his feet. Jawbreaker to Markiplier. The Turtles, they've been doing well, but they haven't been doing well enough. You would think they'd want to start doing a lot better, get a shot at those NXT Tag Team Championships, as we see a Hurricane Rana to Markiplier. Markiplier now, all being kicked in the back by Donatello. What does Nova's shirt say? I have no idea. Donatello setting Markiplier up for Snake Eyes. That sent him flying back. These poor mortal humans, they just don't stand a chance against Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, Donatello picking Markiplier up some more. Oh, big punch and kick. Into a German suplex to Markiplier. Taking him all the way up. Oh, the shell slam. Now going for the pin on Markiplier already. 1, 2, 3. No, Markiplier barely able to kick out. But we've already seen a big move from Donatello. This match could be over way sooner than we think. These poor mere humans don't stand a chance as Donatello tags in Leonardo. Markiplier turning around to see another turtle, this one with a blue mask. Getting him from behind, setting him up top. What's Leonardo planning here? Top rope, side, superplex to Markiplier. Markiplier desperately needs to make a tag. But that may not be possible with the Ninja Turtles on him at every moment. Leonardo now picking Markiplier up. Throwing him into the ropes. Super kick to Markiplier. As Leonardo picks him up again. Spear. Going for the pin on Markiplier. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Markiplier kicking out as Donatello. No, Nova taking out Donatello. I thought that might have actually been it for Markiplier there, if I'm honest. Nova getting up to his corner. Markiplier getting up to his feet. As Leonardo's ready. Super kick to Markiplier. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Nova able to break it up before Donatello could get into the ring. But now Donatello being going outside. Drop kick from Markiplier. So stiff punches. But Markiplier can't make a tag with his partner on the ground. As Markiplier now thrown to the outside by Leonardo, who follows directly after him. Here in the main event of NXT. Oh, thrown into Donatello's knee. Markiplier fighting back. Trying to do some damage on the outside. Throwing Leonardo into those steel chairs. Markiplier trying to lift Leonardo up his feet. Leonardo now grabbing Markiplier from behind, spinning him around. And a backflip. At a 6 count. 7. Markiplier could be counted out here. Leonardo tagging Donatello in while Markiplier's out. 8. Markiplier Why did it restart the count when they tagged? I don't know. But Markiplier. Oh, was going for like a backbreaker or sidewalk slam, but Donatello kicks him, taking him down. This time Markiplier went for an exploder suplex, but Donatello stops him again. Donatello just keeps going for that big move, whatever it may be. Markiplier keeps reversing, this time into a flapjack, as he finally makes the tag to Nova. Oh, and once again, Donatello just going for that big move. Nova catching him with a sit-out powerbomb. Donatello just cannot connect with that move, whatever it is he's trying to go for. Nova punching Donatello to the ground. Donatello gets back up to his feet. Big tilt-a-whirl slam there. Nova gonna drop his foot on Donatello's face as he picks Donatello up. Oh, Donatello reverses. This could be his chance. Roll up into the one-armed power bomb. Donatello now going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, Nova still able to kick out. These two humans giving it everything they've got against these mutants. And the big elbows to Nova's head. Kicking it over while he's down. Donatello's got the... Oh, dropping the elbow on Nova's knee. Doing some serious damage to him after all the damage that's already been done to Markiplier. Big flip. A flip slam. Flips him. Donatello tags in Leonardo. Nova working his way to his feet. Big punches. What's this? Hurricane Rana. The Turtle Rana. To Nova. Dragging him over to pin him. 1. Oh, a leverage pin. 1, 2. Throw. No. Nova's still kicking out despite the leverage pin. The Ninja Turtles fighting dirty for that win. Nova getting set up on the top rope. What's Leonardo planning here? Side superplex to Nova. Taking him down hard. Oh, and the spear to Nova as well. The pin once again. 1, 2, 3. No! Nova still kicking out. Nova's giving it all he has. Clearly the defensive one of the team. Able to take this many hits and still kick out on his own. Oh! Almost a blue thunder bomb there by Nova. Oh. Leonardo reversing with the arm drag. Taking Nova to the center of the ring. Turtle Rana. Now, Leonardo's calling for that super kick. And he connects with it, knocking Nova completely out. Donatello's already there to stop Markiplier, and the Ninja Turtles win the match, putting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at a record of... Oh, this is their first win. They haven't done good for a while. They've actually been doing god-awful. I didn't realize. TMNT's first ever win. They've got to be excited about that. I'm sure the YouTubers are not very happy, but that's just the way things go in Albuquerque.
Here are your winners,
The Ninja Donatho. I got rumblies in my tumblies, but such is life. As we now prepare to move on from NXT to Friday Night Smackdown, I'm definitely considering someone from that NXT to be in the ladder matches, but like I said, I'll start announcing them at the next NXT. So now, we will move on to Friday Night Smackdown, where I will continue to look for people. Here, we have Stardust going up against Heath Slater, followed up with R-Truth taking on Damien Sandow. R-Truth having the biggest losing streak of Universe Mode at 0-7. Sandow sitting at, what is Sandow's record? 2-3. Not good. Not horrible. And we're going to end it off with a triple threat match. Bernie Sanders, Santino Marella, and the Blue Ranger making his debut on the main roster after the Power Rangers' dominance against the Orphan Cripplers at Payback. So let's begin here with Stardust versus Heath Slater. Boop. As we get ready here. Slater versus Stardust. Let me check as we get started here. Stardust, I believe, yeah, Stardust is 1-2. Slater is 1-1. Both men have a loss, so this is just the two of them trying to show me that they are worthy of being in a ladder match at Money in the Bank. And they're going to have to do a lot to prove that, honestly. Because we've already got some decent people suggested, both from Thorne and from what I've seen. And at the end of this SmackDown, I will announce 2 people who will be in ladder matches at Money in the Bank. Stardust making his way up to his feet. And Stardust kneeing Slater to the ground. And a big kick to Slater's head. Stardust showing great dominance in this match, slamming Slater down hard. Stardust been picking up momentum ever since he defeated R-Truth to end his losing streak. But now Slater hitting Stardust with a big suplex. A chiropractor is a spine specialist, Michael Cole. Heath Slater picking Stardust up. Oh, back side? Yeah, backbreaker. Heath Slater. Big chop knocking Stardust down to the ground. What's Heath Slater planning here? Bringing Stardust up to only one knee. Chopping him again. And a big punch. Heath Slater planning these moves very carefully. As now Slater rolling Stardust over to the center of the ring. Elbow drop onto Stardust. Slater picking Stardust up. Oh, and Stardust reversing Slater. Oh, and a DDT to Slater, center of the ring. He could be in trouble there. Oh, what's Stardust doing? He's going up top. Moonsault from Stardust connects. Stardust now going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, but Heath Slater kicks out. Heath Slater spinning Stardust around. And an elbow to the back of Stardust's head. Oh! Slater's finishing maneuver. Like an, I don't even know what to call it. Like an inverted RKO? I don't know. They just like scream, Slater's done it! The Slater hater! Side suplex from Stardust, dropping Slater on the back of his neck. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Slater kicking out. Stardust drop kick to Slater. Now Stardust rolling Slater over. Oh, and raking his back. Fighting a little dirty. As now we see Stardust taking him over the ropes. Looking for that shooting star kick. And he hits it. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Is it the shooting star kick or is it the cosmic kick? I'm going to call it the shooting star. That actually sounds really cool. If anyone remembers the actual name of it, feel free to tell me and I will call it as such. Stardust now. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe thinking about getting a weapon. But wants to win by his own merits to try and get a shot in that ladder match. Which he's done a good job trying to prove himself here tonight. Jawbreaker from Heath Slater. Slater now finding a loophole in the situation. Going to destroy the announce table. We might see someone go through a table here tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. Oh, and a big punch from Stardust. Taking Stardust down to the ground. Slater picking Stardust up. Throwing Stardust into the table. Oh, but Stardust reverses, saving himself from a horrible fate there. Now throwing Slater into the table, though. Stardust choosing not to throw Slater through the table. He had a finisher. He had the opportunity. He wants to win without outside interference and weapons. Spine buster from Slater. But could that cost Stardust? Slater now dragging Stardust to the center of the ring, going for the pin. 1, 2. Stardust kicking out, though. Slater hitting Stardust from behind. Oh, Slater reversing, throwing Stardust into the corner. And sending him headfirst into the ring post. That's going to injure the shoulder of Stardust. Went for a knee, but Stardust rolled out. The air guitar from Heath Slater. Slater still not done, dragging him to the center of the ring. Now going for the pin. Took him a while to cover. 1, 2. Oh, and Stardust kicking out. Slater can't believe it. As now Stardust gets up to his feet. Slater hitting him from behind. Taking him to the center of the ring. Backbreaker to Stardust. Slater's calling for it now. Calling for the end. One last big move. That big jumping DDT. 1, 2, 3. No! Stardust still kicking out. Let's go Cody chants. Crowd going wild for Stardust. As now punching Slater. Not punching Slater. Punching Stardust. Stardust fighting back. Stardust. Inverted Russian leg sweep. Taking out Slater. 1, 2, 3. Pinning Heath Slater. Stardust has done it here tonight. That was definitely an impressive showing, worth note when I'm considering who to put in ladder matches at Money in the Bank. Good as Stardust did. As now we move on to our second match of Friday Night Smackdown.
Here's your winner.
Moving on. Moving on, we have Damien Sandow versus R-Truth.
And there's the bell.
R-Truth locking up against Damien Sandow. Two of them fighting hard here. Getting good grips on each other. Trying to weed out who's the best. Damien Sandow punching R-Truth hard in the head. Sandow throwing R-Truth into the ropes. Oh! Neck breaker there. Or like an inverted bulldog, making sure. Never really know what to call that move. Oh! Smart kicks by Damien Sandow. Putting those educated feet to good use. Sandow not giving him a chance. Neck breaker to R-Truth. Sandow took a big loss from Dave the last time we saw him. He does not want to be the first person to ever lose to R-Truth. Snap suplex. Damien Sandow now rolling R-Truth over. Now throwing. Oh, kneeing R-Truth. Punching R-Truth hard. Oh, slapping Sandow's hand away. But Sandow grabbing R-Truth. Backbreaker. Sending him to the ground. As now we see R-Truth getting kneed in the head. As we see R-Truth fight up to his feet. Sandow's got him. Thrown into the corner. What's Sandow planning here? Oh! Flying Bulldog to R-Truth. R-Truth's barely gotten any offense in this match, if any at all. It has been all Sandow here on Friday Night Smackdown. R-Truth. Arm drag, arm drag, not elbow drop. Arm drag, leg drop. R-Truth picking Sandow up. Oh, and a side suplex to Sandow. Sandow fighting back, hard fists. Oh, but a snapmare from R-Truth.
This could be big.
Is now R-Truth pulling hard on the arms of Damien Sandow, trying to get him to tap out. R-Truth starting to turn this in his favor. He's really pulling, but he lets Sandow out. Sandow didn't look like he was going to tap anytime soon. He's spinning Sandow around. No, Sandow gets behind R-Truth, hitting him from behind. Throwing R-Truth into the ropes. Big boot from Sandow. Truth now. No, Sandow. Truth getting up. Sandow running knee into a neck breaker. What is Sandow planning here? Rolling him over. Kicking R-Truth in the posterior as he tries to call to his feet. R-Truth reversing. Spinning Sandow around. Full Nelson. It's like a full Nelson atomic drop. Such innovative offense from R-Truth, who does his best to try to get his first win, but is yet to succeed. And the knees to Sandow. Sandow trying to work his way up to his feet, but he keeps falling down. Sandow now using the ropes to get up. R-Truth maybe turn things in his favor. No, just a big knee to R-Truth's head, a face buster. Now working the legs of R-Truth, trying to keep him from jumping too high to hit that flying spin-a-rooney. Oh! Big uppercut from R-Truth. Knocks Sandow silly. Oh, inverted Russian leg sweep. What is R-Truth doing? He's up top. Oh, went for the flying leg drop, but missed. That's got to destroy his pelvis. Damien Sandow's calling for it now. The skull crush. Sandow now going for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Damien Sandow defeats R-Truth. Just as an embarrassing 0-8 win to loss. Sandow now at 3-3, so he's recovering some lost ground. Good for Sandow. And we are now ready for our main event here on Friday Night Smackdown. And once this match is over, I will announce 2 people who will be in ladder matches at Money in the Bank. But of course, our main event here on Friday Night Smackdown, Bernie Sanders up against Santino Marella and the Blue Power Ranger. Now, Bernie Sanders actually lost his win streak in a triple threat match, and now is a good time to remind you that it only counts as a loss in a triple threat if you get pinned, and it only counts as a win if you win, so someone will leave this match with their record completely unaffected. I would think probably Blue Ranger would affect from being unaffected most. Both other people already have a loss, so they want to win. Blue Ranger can take not having either. As we now begin this match, Bernie Sanders going right for Blue Ranger. Bernie Sanders already making a good showing for why he deserves to be in a ladder match at Money in the Bank. As Santino Marella now. Oh, coming outside as Bernie throwing everyone in the post. He's stacking piles and piles of bodies on top of each other. Sending Santino into the pole again. Blue Ranger coming after him now. Again, triple threat match, no disqualification. Big knees to Santino Marella. As now the Blue Ranger comes after him, sending him into Bernie Sanders. And into the pole for a 3rd time. Blue Ranger doing some serious damage here. Oh, Bernie Sanders side Russian leg sweep to Blue Ranger. Santino Marella throwing Blue Ranger into the ring post, getting some revenge himself. Now grabbing Bernie Sanders, throwing him near the barricade. Bernie Sanders smartly rolled out before he hit. Oh, those swift jabs we see from the Power Rangers coming into play as the first Power Ranger debuts on the main roster. Eating a spinning forearm from Santino. Side Russian leg sweep from Bernie Sanders. Blue Ranger now kicking Santino. Swift jabs taking out everybody. More swift jabs. He's just sucker punching left and right. The Blue Ranger throwing Bernie Sanders the ring. A chop from Santino Marella. And a double chop again. Throwing Blue Ranger into the barricade. I don't know what Santino was going for there. Bernie Sanders. Neck breaker to Santino. More big punches. Blue Ranger getting Bernie Sanders. And a drop kick to Bernie. Blue Ranger went for a dive but missed. Another dive, this time taking out the ankle of Santino Marella. Blue Ranger. Oh! Impressive. I don't even know what to call it, I'm going to be honest. Impressive flip there. Like a flip Russian leg sweep. Blue Ranger going for a baseball bat. Bernie Sanders takes it from him though and throws it down. No weapons in a socialist government. Double clothesline. Taking them both out with one arm. The iron arm of communism. Bernie's got Blue Ranger up. Santino throwing Blue Ranger into that barricade back there. Bernie went to kick Santino, but he dodged. Announcer smartly starting to get out of the way, and everyone falls down, but Blue Ranger gets up fastest. Pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. Blue Ranger might be going for it. And an elbow and a boot to Santino as Bernie slides in, maybe looking to steal a pin. Bernie picking Santino up. Oh, but the Blue Ranger's got him. Suplex. And he's still got him locked in. He's going for the three amigos to Bernie Sanders. And he connects with all three suplexes. Blue Ranger maybe looking to go for that pin. But Santino, he doesn't realize Santino's up one. Santino breaking it up. Of course. Blue Ranger now aware that Santino's up because he's got him from behind. Side suplex to the Blue Ranger as Bernie gets Santino with a gut buster. Bernie now trying to injure the leg of Santino as Blue Ranger walks over. I think both of them are calling for a finisher on Santino. Oh, the socialist stunner to Bernie though. Blue Ranger going for the pin. One. Oh no. Bernie breaks it up. Santino trying to get to his feet as Bernie grabs a sledgehammer. Oh, and Bernie hits the Blue Ranger with the sledgehammer. Oh, but Santino shoulder tackling Bernie down, dropping the sledgehammer. This could be Santino's shot. He's going up top. And he's jumping, diving, elbow drop to the Blue Ranger. Now staring down Bernie and getting him with a big bulldog. Standing bulldog to Bernie Sanders as Blue Ranger going for that big swing, sending him around and round just like the election cycle. When will he stop? Nobody knows. Santino maybe trying to steal the pin. And he is. One. Blue Ranger is not going to let him. Blue Ranger now throwing Santino into Bernie. Santino throwing Blue Ranger into his own knee. Now Bernie has Santino. He's getting him up. No! Pile driver to Santino. Trying to break Santino's neck. Blue Ranger. Oh, fancy flip, but Bernie catches him with a sledgehammer at the end of it. Brilliant play by Bernie, who's just taking them all on with a sledgehammer now. Blue Ranger's down. Santino's got him. Drop toe hold. Santino, camel clutching to Bernie Sanders, trying to make him tap out. Bernie's crawling for the ropes. There is no rope break in the triple threat match, though. All three are up. Oh, Bernie was going for that socialist stunner, but Santino reversed. He's spinning him around. Santino chants coming from the crowd. Santino going, diving headbutt. Now rolling over Bernie, going for the pin. One. Blue Ranger breaking it up though. They really need to prioritize taking out both people before going for a pin. Oh, and out of nowhere, the Cobra to Blue Ranger. And Bernie's trying to steal the pin. One, two, Santino's out of it. Oh, but Blue Ranger kicks out. Santino now putting Bernie up top. And a top rope super neck breaker. And now he throws Blue Ranger into the ropes. Arm drag. He could go for the pin on someone here, and he does on the Blue Ranger. One, two. The Blue Ranger kicks out though. As now he's got, oh, twist of spinning neck breaker. I almost said twist of fate. Spinning neck breaker to Bernie Sanders. It's close to a twist of fate. Oh, standing bulldog to the Blue Ranger. That could be it, but he's out of it again. He's exhausted. But he sees Bernie getting up. Gets him from behind. Side suplexes. Blue Ranger gets up. All these men are on the ground. Blue Ranger's picking Santino up. As now, he's going for the three amigos on Santino Marella. That's going to do some serious damage if he hits all three. And he does. Bernie now going for the pin. 1. Blue Ranger, of course, breaking it up. As he now gets Bernie. Oh! Hooking the leg into that suplex. Gutbuster by Santino. Who now stomping down on Bernie Sanders. Thought he might go for a pin or a finisher there. Elbowing Bernie Sanders in the head. The Blue Ranger spinning Santino around. He's got him up. A Wastelander from the Power Ranger. Now dragging Bernie to the center of the ring. Elbow drop to the leg. What is Blue Ranger planning? Blue Ranger stomping the arm of Bernie Sanders. I think Santino might be out of it for good. The Wastelander may have been on that sledgehammer there. As Blue Ranger going for the three amigos on Bernie Sanders. If he can hit this before Santino gets up, he'll have the victory here. Santino's completely out. Blue Ranger hit all three. He's exhausted. He's got to get to the pin. And he goes for the pin. Santino's still down. 1, 2. Oh my God. Bernie kicking out. Blue Ranger almost had both men down. Kick to Bernie's back. He didn't see Santino up. And a gutbuster from Santino. And a slap from Santino to Bernie Sanders. Oh! DDT to Santino Marella. Fly running bulldog to Blue Ranger. As Bernie now working on Santino Marella. Doesn't know who to go after. Sees Blue Ranger getting up. He's trying to take them both on. Neck breaker to the Blue Ranger. Now he picks up Santino Marella. Thighs press to Santino. The crowd's going wild. Blue Ranger's up though. To break up the pin. The Blue Ranger. Inverted Falcon's arrow. Going for the pin, but Santino's right there. Breaking it up. I think that was like an inverted brain buster. Oh! A jawbreaker from Santino. Blue Ranger's caught up in the ropes. As now Bernie goes for the pin. 1. No, Santino breaking it up. Everyone's breaking up pins left and right. The crowd's going insane for this match. Here on Friday Night Smackdown. Whoever wins this triple threat match is going to a ladder match at Money in the Bank. I'll say that right now. This crowd is so in it. This has been such a good match. Whoever wins automatically gets to be in a ladder match at Money in the Bank. Tossing neck breaker from Blue Ranger. Socialist stunner to Santino. Bernie having trouble getting up. Blue Ranger going for the pin. 1. Even if he doesn't get the pinfall, it keeps Bernie from going for the pin. Stomping Santino down. They're both just beating up Santino now. Blue Ranger. Oh, package neck breaker to Bernie. 1, but Santino broke it up. He didn't see Santino there. Santino now throwing Blue Ranger into the corner. Oh, Bernie, gutbuster to Santino. As Blue Ranger gets up just in time to see Bernie beating Santino up. Blue Ranger trying to get Bernie. Bernie's juking and jiving though. And the Thez press. This might bust open Santino. No, Santino's still good. That Thez press gonna do a lot. Inverted brain buster to Bernie Sanders. Busting Bernie Sanders open. Blue Ranger now. Going. Dragging him to the middle of the ring. No. Go for the pin, Blue Ranger. Oh, I don't think he can. I think Santino. Oh, he's going for the pin on Santino. 1, 2, 3. He did it. Blue Ranger's going to Money in the Bank after his first ever match on the main roster, pinning Santino Marella. That was an insane match. That doesn't count as an announcement for Money in the Bank either. I'm still going to announce 2 more people. Blue Ranger now 1-0 in singles competition. What an insane match. And so, Blue Ranger will for sure will be in one of the 4 ladder matches, whether it be the actual Money in the Bank match or Feast or Fired. Blue Ranger will be in a match. Now, the next 2 people who will be in ladder matches at Money in the Bank, coming straight from our Commissioner Thorne, Austin Aries and Dolph Ziggler will be in Money in the Bank matches. So there we go, confirmed. Of the 12 people that will be in ladder matches at Money in the Bank, we for sure have the Blue Power Ranger, Austin Aries, and Dolph Ziggler. As we now move on to Monday Night Raw. Which, is starting off with a John Cena versus Dean Ambrose match. Interesting. I'm sending a message to Thorne saying that the announcement's official. Blue Ranger, recapping again, Blue Ranger, Austin Aries, and Dolph Ziggler will be at Money in the Bank. Sing! I keep him updated as I do this. We have opening Monday Night Raw match, a great match, John Cena versus Dean Ambrose. Then going into Rick Rude versus the other demon, Finn Balor, who faced off against Bray Wyatt and got destroyed. Then we have Bernie Sanders versus Honky Tonk Man for the 2nd time. Going into match number 4, we have Bray Wyatt versus the man who was just announced for Money in the Bank, Austin Aries, the greatest man that ever lived. And in our main event of Raw, we have a tag team match. Me and Thorne going up against the Weapons of Mass Destructions, the tag team champions, Big Show and Andre the Giant. So let's jump into this with John Cena versus Dean Ambrose. I'm also telling Thorne about the people I am currently considering, and I will see what he thinks. As now we see Cena, Dean Ambrose getting ready to start the match. Oh, Jim Neidhart's music's hitting. Jim Neidhart coming out to the ring. Jim Neidhart can't be happy about John Cena decimating him last week on Monday Night Raw. Maybe coming out to play some mind games with John Cena in his match against Dean Ambrose. Now, no one has ever pinned John Cena except for Wade Barrett, who did it twice. Ambrose sitting at a 3-0 win streak. Of course, we know Cena good at killing win streaks as he ended Neville's 4-0 win streak last night at Payback. I keep saying last night because it was literally last night. A week ago at Payback, whatever. At the pay-per-view. Dean Ambrose, John Cena locking up. Oh, John Cena taking Ambrose down. But no, Ambrose fighting through. Arm drag to Cena into another headlock. Not a match we see often here on Monday Night Raw. Dean Ambrose versus John Cena should hopefully be a good one.
The fans around the world emerged in 2012 as the eccentric leader of the Hounds of Justice, known as the Shield. Ambrose emerged as the leader of the Shield.
I'm choking.
When they arrived in WWE, the Hounds of Justice planned and
I need some water.
vicious attacks on all of WWE.
The Hounds of Justice is like a better tag team name than the Shield, honestly. Not that the Shield is bad.
Great one-on-one action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now John Cena starting to take control.
There it is,
Locking. I guess the single leg camel clutch, that doesn't look like that at all. But okay, Michael Cole. And there it is. Dean Ambrose hitting Cena with a blue thunder bomb. Oh, but Cena counters. Dean Ambrose headbutt to John Cena. Running bulldog to Cena. Dean Ambrose could earn himself a shot at one of Cena's titles at Money in the Bank if he does well enough here against John Cena, because Jim Neidhart is facing Cena for a title at Money in the Bank, but we don't know what title. Cena has to defend both the RC and World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. Cena. That's arm drag, leg drop. I keep messing. I keep almost saying elbow drop. Mind game moves from John Cena. Getting Dean Ambrose caught up in the ropes. Drop kick to Dean Ambrose. And a big kick as well. He's stomping Ambrose sitting on the ground. Laying on the ground, I should say. Not like Ambrose is choosing to take a rest there. Ambrose reversing with an elbow. Could turn things around on Cena here. Arm breaker. And a drop kick to Cena. That hit him hard. That was some serious impact on that drop kick. As now Ambrose getting Cena. Suplex. Oh, that guy right there, not a big fan of Dean Ambrose. Cena reversing into a shoulder tackle.
If a superstar wants to lock up with John Cena, they're going to have to be ready for the STF. We all know about Cena's high-powered offense, but Cena has won many a match and many a championship with this painful submission hold invented by the incomparable Blue Thaz. Michael, that is right.
We have never seen an STF here in universe mode. Ambrose. Oh! Double arm hip toss. Oh, Cena looking for that 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see me. And it connects on Dean Ambrose. This could be the end of Ambrose here. Cena's calling for it. Calling for the attitude adjustment to put away Dean Ambrose and give Ambrose his first ever loss. Attitude adjustment. AA. AA. 1, 2, 3. And Cena defeats Dean Ambrose. Ambrose now at 3-1. Jim Neidhart not really affecting this match very much at all. Cena really is running rampant here in universe mode.
Here's your winner,
John Cena proving that he's learned after his rivalry with Wade Barrett that he won't let someone coming out to ringside get into his head. Intensity is building between champion John Cena and Neidhart after their confrontation. Discussing more things as we get ready to go into Rick Rude versus Finn Balor. John, I'm trying to send a quick message, and it's like, oh, I would like to type the letter U. Did you mean the letter I 6 times? No. Finn Balor beginning here. Finn Balor locking up with Rick Rude right away. They're locking up, head scissor into Finn Balor. Finn Balor reversing into a headlock of his own. Now the two of them locking up once more. Rick Rude getting behind Finn Balor. Rick Rude getting destroyed by Bray Wyatt last week on Monday Night Raw. Doesn't appear to be doing too great against Finn Balor right now anyway. Oh, and an arm drag to Rick Rude. And a big knee to Rick Rude's back.
It doesn't even look like a sweat has been broken.
He's absolutely relentless.
Finn Balor attacking Rick Rude. Rick Rude throwing no shoulder tackle to Balor. Almost called him Fowler. Now hyperextending the leg of Finn Balor there. At least trying to cause some injury on him. Finn Balor picking up Rick Rude. Gut buster. It's like a gut check, actually, would be the actual name of it. Now Rick Rude able to counter with an elbow. And oh, Rick Rude reversing it into a DDT. Now trying to make Finn Balor tap out. Balor crawling to his feet. Rick Rude punching him in the back, though. Balor. Oh, sit out powerbomb to Rick Rude. Doing some serious damage. Rude getting dragged to the middle of the ring. Balor slamming Rude's knee down. He's got Rude up once again. Rude going for a suplex. And he hits it. Fairly back and forth match here. Oh, and an elbow to Balor.
You have to wonder what's going through these guys' minds in a match of this magnitude.
Rick Rude working the head of Balor, trying to pop it out of socket. Can you pop your head out of socket? That sounds horrible.
This match is being televised around the world in 18 languages and in over 110 countries. Absolutely amazing. The world is watching, and I guarantee it.
Oh, Rick Rude being about. Something's happening.
Uh-oh. Look who's coming out here. Wait a second.
Someone's coming out.
Could this be a big distraction?
Oh, Bray Wyatt distracting Rick Rude. The two demons working together. Balor taking advantage, throwing Rick Rude to the outside of the ring. And Balor taunting. He done played Rude like a fool. A darn dirty fool. Side suplex to the concrete outside. At a 3 count, Balor taking complete control of this match now. Oh, Rick Rude reversing, throwing Balor into the ring, dropping his elbow down. Balor using the ropes to get up to his feet. Rude hitting him. Balor throwing Rude into the corner. Oh, what's Balor planning here? Oh, he's calling for it. Hesitation drop kick. And another drop kick, sending Rick Rude hard into the turnbuckle. More stiff kicks to Rick Rude as he rolls him over. Oh, Balor kicking Rick Rude hard, putting those educated feet to good use. As we see Balor now hanging Rick Rude up in the ropes. Hanging Rick Rude up in the ropes. Throwing him over to the ring apron. What's Balor gonna do? Oh no, Balor. Don't do it, Balor. Don't do it. DDT to the ring apron. Rick Rude. That's the hardest part of the ring. Rick Rude might be completely out of it. No, Rick Rude reverses. Throwing Balor into the ring. Rick Rude grabbing a sledgehammer. This isn't no DQ. You can't do that, Rude. Oh my god. And Rick Rude just hitting Balor with a sledgehammer. Unbelievable. I can't believe Rick Rude did that. Rick Rude saying, you think you'll be cheeky? You'll make me lose the match? I'll just beat someone down with a sledgehammer, get myself DQ'd. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. What a disappointing turn of events for Finn Balor. Rick Rude playing very dirty there. That was match 2, right? Versus the Honky Tonk Man. I am going to take a moment to reach up. Turn my oh god, I fell. I had my light off because it was daylight earlier. Now it's getting dark. It's not quite dark, and I'm just like, man, I should have some light in this room. Honky Tonk Man running in fast, hitting Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders destroying him. Previously, notifications, why? Bernie Sanders destroyed Honky Tonk Man. It wasn't super one-sided, but it was one-sided enough for Honky Tonk Man to feel embarrassed. That doesn't count as a loss for Rude or Balor, by the way, because it was a DQ loss, just for the record. And a jawbreaker from Honky Tonk Man. Now, getting ready. Suplex to Bernie Sanders. Sanders getting up. Throwing Honky Tonk Man into the ropes. Oh, and a big boot. Or a big knee. So now, Bernie. Oh, and another big knee to Honky Tonk Man. Make him tap, Bernie Sanders. Make him tap. Sanders now beating in Honky Tonk Man's face. Honky Tonk Man could be in trouble. We saw Bernie Sanders put in a lot of work at Friday Night Smackdown. Even though he didn't win and got busted open, he's still confident. He's still trying to earn his right into a ladder match at Money in the Bank. Hitting Honky Tonk Man hard. Spinning neck breaker. Honky Tonk Man in trouble on the outside, now getting thrown inside the ring. Could be in even more trouble inside the ring. Bernie Sanders sliding in. Honky Tonk Man had some good offense at the beginning, but Bernie Sanders really going insane. Thez press to Honky Tonk Man. Going for the pin now. 1, 2, throw. No, Honky Tonk Man kicks out. Bernie Sanders thought it was over once again. Bernie Sanders can't afford to take a loss here. It would look bad in his presidential reaction. Oh. And he's throwing Honky Tonk Man into the concrete, taking him back outside. Gonna do some more to him. What's Bernie Sanders picking up Honky Tonk Man, twisting his arm even more, trying to break Honky Tonk Man's arm. Bernie Sanders now throwing Honky Tonk Man into the ring. 4 count, Bernie Sanders is going to make it in just fine. But Honky Tonk Man, he's in serious danger. He's taking a hell of a beating. Bernie Sanders calling for it. We all know what's coming. No, this is something completely different. Are you ready to feel the burn? A move we've never seen Bernie do before. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Bernie Sanders wins. Unbelievable. Bernie Sanders picking up yet another win. Going for the handshake. Oh, and Honky Tonk Man refuses. So something interesting, and this is from a while back. This is from like before Payback. Apparently, at some point, Raphael on NXT turned heel, and I didn't notice. Honky Tonk's Man frustration is growing after losing to Bernie Sanders. So I'm thinking like maybe I should check news after each show to see what exactly has happened. Honky Tonk Man's 0-2. Not looking good for Honky Tonk Man. I might have to give Bernie Sanders a ladder match at Money in the Bank if that's all the fight Honky Tonk Man can put up. As we move on, to match 4 out of 5. Where we have Bray Wyatt versus one of the men who was one of the guys who was just announced. I guess one of the men would have been grammatically correct. Who was just announced for a ladder match at Money in the Bank, Austin Aries. That's not how you spell Austin Aries, is it? This is a call, by the way. I did not make this. I downloaded this. This is actually gonna bother me. Bray Wyatt versus Austin Aries. The man, the greatest who ever lived. Austin 1-0. I believe he defeated Damien Sandow in his first ever match on Smackdown. Oh, and a drop kick to Bray Wyatt. Austin Aries, Bray Wyatt locking up. Wyatt taking a dirty punch to Austin Aries. Wyatt ain't afraid to fight dirty. We've already seen that with his mind games against who was Bray Wyatt rivaling with? Rick Rude. Seen that already with his shenanigans against Rick Rude. As Austin Aries, almost called him Rick Rude now. Going for arm bars. Bray Wyatt locking him in. And they break the lock up. Chain wrestling beginnings as usual. Big chop from Bray Wyatt, followed by a left hook, a right jab, and a back body toss. I guess that's a hip toss, kind of. Bray Wyatt stomping down on Austin Aries. Bray Wyatt absolutely dominated Rick Rude last week, really trying to earn his spot at Money in the Bank for sure. Austin Aries jumping STO. Incredible offense from the man who's already guaranteed his spot at Money in the Bank. Austin Aries, side suplex to Bray Wyatt. Now Austin rolling Bray over. Hitting him in the back of his head. And a DDT to Bray Wyatt. Multiple punches to Bray Wyatt's face. He's trying hard. Austin Aries now spinning Bray Wyatt. Spinning him again, trying to discombobulate the Eater of Worlds. Side suplex to Bray Wyatt. And the kick up from Austin Aries. Gets Bray Wyatt to his feet. Spinning forearm. This could be it for Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt could be finished. 1, 2. No, Wyatt kicks out. Austin Aries. Can't believe it didn't work. Now elbowing Bray Wyatt in the head. As we see Austin Aries force Wyatt up to his feet once again. Oh, snapmare by Bray Wyatt. This could be Bray's chance to turn this match around. Uppercut. Oh, he went for a power slam. But Austin Aries reversing. Now throwing Wyatt into the ropes. Oh! That massive forearm. 1, 2, 3. Austin Aries defeating Bray Wyatt here tonight. Proving why the commissioner chose him, the greatest man that ever lived, to be in a match at Money in the Bank. Putting Bray Wyatt now at 2-4. Austin Aries at 2-0. As we now get ready for our main event here tonight.
A big singles victory here tonight. At the risk of getting ahead of myself, if this guy keeps winning matches like that, we better reserve some room for him in the Hall of Fame.
In the Hall of Fame! As we move on to our main event here at Monday Night Raw. Main event of Monday Night Raw. The tag team champions, Weapons of Mass Destruction, Big Show and Andre the Giant going up against me and the Commissioner Thorne. Both of us ready to step into the ring to give it our all. Let's see how we do as the tag team Pimp Hand Strong takes on the tag team champions. I am the one with the blue mask, and my body is horribly misproportioned. Thorne is the one in kabuki makeup. The end. Popping my toes. Here we begin our match, our main event on Monday Night Raw. Thorne, actually taller than the Big Show. Realistically, he isn't. Realistically, neither of us are probably taller than Big Show. I would say I'm taller than Thorne, probably. But in this reality, Thorne's taller than the Big Show, throwing him into the barricade. Side suplex onto the concrete. Me and Thorne may earn ourselves a tag team title shot, and that's not me saying like wink wink nudge nudge, I'm giving myself a title shot. But if we win tonight, we'll be the first people to ever beat Big Show and Andre the Giant as a tag team. And I think that deserves a tag team title shot. Don't you? Say the same for anyone else. Big Show throwing Thorne in the corner, putting all of his Big Show weight into that, and then tossing Thorne to the side. Big Show not afraid to fight the commissioner and general manager of WWE 2K16 Universe Mode. I'm ready to go swim in I Love Pools. Thorne thrown down to the ground. Big Show kicking Thorne hard with that big boot. Throwing Thorne now back into the corner so hard, Thorne just falls to the ground. Big Show picking him up. Oh God. Fall away slam to Thorne. Big Show running the ropes. Oh, dropping an axe handle hard onto the knees of Thorne. Trying to do some serious leg damage. Now Thorne. Oh, getting slammed down by Big Show. Dragging to the center of the ring before walking all over him. Thorne has barely gotten any offense in this match, as Big Show just picks him up and then gorilla presses him all the way down. Oh, Thorne's getting pumped up. What's he gonna do? Snap suplex to the Big Show. The whole arena just shook as Thorne tags me in. I'm ready and raring to go as Big Show grabs me by the head. Oh, and backbreaker. Trey the Giant. I stare Andre dead on. Andre grabs me. Andre hanging me up in the ropes. This doesn't look good for me. Throwing me. Big boot right to my abdomen. My little bandaged chest. My wounded lungs. Oh, I tried to grab Andre, but it didn't work. Now Andre grabs me, and it's going to work just fine as he slams me down to the ground hard. Andre now getting me by the leg. Hyper extending it. Not even needing to jump down like most people do. He can just stand and twist someone's leg. Trying to crush my arm so hard I tap out. Thankfully, he tried to crush my muscular arm, so I was ready for it. I was more resilient in it as I'm thrown into the corner. Oh no, I get hung up in the tree of woe. Andre could be doing something bad here. Breaking his boot across my chest before pushing it into my head. Andre now rolling me over for the pin. 1. Oh, and I kick out at 1. Doing my best to stay in this. Oh. And a one-handed choke slam to me from Andre the Giant. This is a massacre. As he squeezes my arm yet again, trying to weaken my good arm. Not my tiny baby arm. My baby arm. Oh! Oh, the weight of Andre coming down on my bandaged chest. 1, 2. Throw and I kick out. Big Show stopping Thorne with swift speed. One of the fastest movements we'll ever see Big Show make is running in to stop a pin, or stop a pin from being broken up. Or did you stop a pin? I need to make a tag to Thorne real bad. Oh no, Andre tagging me in. I'm not ready for this. The weapon of mass destruction. It's all over for me. 1, 2, 3, and it's all over. I failed the team, unfortunately, and took the pinfall. Weapons of mass destruction now 7-0 as a tag team. Pimpan Strong doing quite poorly, starting out at 0-1, of course. That you never know. You won't see it coming, 'cause he's the Big Show. And Andre. That ends Monday Night Raw. As we prepare now to move on to NXT, and at the end of this upcoming NXT, I will announce an NXT wrestler who will be going to Money in the Bank. We will have 3 of them. Starting off our match, we have a one-on-one match. King Kong of Ape Escape going up against Charmander from the Pokemans. We then have Sonichu facing off against Poliwrath, the other half of the Pokemans. We then have Kakashi trying for his second... Why is his eye coming through his headband like that? Oh, I get it. They did that. You can't make the headband actually, like, uneven, so they just painted it on. That makes perfect sense. Kakashi going up against the third of the Pokemans. All 3 Pokemans right here. And a singles match against Kakashi. We then see one half of the Tag Team Champions, White Ranger against Ernie. And NXT Champion Krampus going up against Donald Trump in the main event. A lot of singles matches. This will definitely be my time where I can pick someone who I think should be at Money in the Bank as we jump in first to King Kong versus Charmander. In the midnight hour, cry mo. Okay, I'm done with that. So no Yeti on this card. As far as we know, this is a rivalry match. Yeti could sneak in, do some dirty do-was-its. Who knows? If I had to estimate, I would say this will probably be a 30-minute NXT, because there's no tag team matches, and that Raw was like 30 minutes. A little over 30 minutes. Normally I would have taken an intermission by now. Oh, Charmander and King Kong shaking hands, showing that this is a friendly rivalry as of right now. As the match begins, Charmander knows he got mostly destroyed. Oh, and a DDT to Charmander right out of the gate. Going for the pin. 1. Charmander kicking out. Charmander knowing he got mostly destroyed in that tag team match, but still shows respect for the accomplishments of the other 8th wonder of the world, King Kong. Oh, standing Frankensteiner to King Kong. They're coming in hot with these maneuvers. Charmander going for the pin. 1. No, King Kong kicking out at 1. Big moves just getting kicked out of here. Charmander elbowing King Kong in the head. Charmander picking King Kong up. Oh, but King Kong's got him lifted. Standing flapjack from all the way up in the air. If this was actual King Kong size, that flapjack would literally flatten you into a pancake. Straight from impact. Picking Charmander up into a backbreaker. Charmander trying to get up. This King Kong just grabs him right away and a neck breaker to Charmander.
His heartless attack continues.
Oh man, this is getting tough to watch.
King Kong ready to face Charmander. Flipping him. Throwing his back down.
How much damage did
Now King Kong
a lot from the looks of it.
kicking Charmander in the back of his thigh. As we see King Kong lifting Charmander up to his feet yet once again. And another DDT to Charmander. Charmander just getting absolutely destroyed in this match, just like the tag team match, as King Kong goes for the pin. 1, 2, Charmander still kicking out. King Kong not quite in shock, knows this is a tough competitor even if he isn't putting in a ton of offense. But still, I think King Kong's got this, honestly, and I hate to say that, but he's just so large, and he's hit so many big moves. He's got Charmander, center of the ring, taking him down, trying to hyperextend the leg of Charmander. King Kong beating his chest, leg drop roaring at Charmander.
Remember, momentum in WWE can turn on a dime.
He's got Charmander up. Oh, and a suplex to Charmander. He's getting Charmander up once again. Oh, and a third DDT to Charmander. It's over. Just stay down, Charmander. Just stay down. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Charmander's been put out of his misery. King Kong now standing at a 2-0 victory record. I recall he beat Markiplier once. Charmander at 0-1.
1 in a million is the only way to describe this.
1 in a million beatdown. King Kong decisive victory. I wonder if Charmander still holds that respect that he showed at the beginning. But there's no time to think about that now. King Kong and Eater are displaying good sportsmanship with Charmander and Poliwrath in their intense rivalry. That's good to know. I love strong competition here on NXT. As next up we have Sonichu going up against Poliwrath. Poliwrath here, he's got to be careful because you see Sonichu's real fast. But also, Sonichu's an electric type, and that means Poliwrath is weak to Sonichu. So Poliwrath's gonna have to really give it his all. Bruh. And I'm thinking real carefully about who I want that Money in the Bank match from who I want from NXT to represent them. Represent NXT at Money in the Bank. As we begin our fast match. As we see Sonichu grabbing Poliwrath from behind. Poliwrath headlock into Sonichu. Sonichu really trying to fight out of it. Trying to take Poliwrath down maybe. No, Poliwrath reversing. Grabbing Sonichu into a headlock. What's he gonna do? Poliwrath trying to overpower Sonichu. Sonichu's got the speed. Poliwrath's got the muscle. Why Sonichu's like grabbing Poliwrath's butt there. This is getting weird. You best step out of this, Sonichu. Poliwrath throwing Sonichu into the ropes. Big spinning forearm. Putting those huge muscles to work. Sonichu throwing Poliwrath into the ropes now. His own spinning forearms with his weak little chicken arms. Now punching Poliwrath. Poliwrath kneeing Sonichu, and then a kick, and a third kick takes Sonichu to the ground, followed with a roundhouse kick to the chest. Poliwrath dragging Sonichu to the center of the ring and slamming his arm down. Poliwrath now leg drop. I would love to put Ape Escape or the Pokemans at the Money in the Bank ladder match, but I think I really want to see that tag team match happen at Money in the Bank, if I'm being honest. The winners of which will get to move to the main roster anyway, so they'll get some. It's a good match that we could see there. So we see Poliwrath in a bit of trouble here. Sonichu trying to turn things around. Poliwrath's got him now. Taking him down. Extending the leg of Sonichu. Charmander, his tag team partner, one of his tag team partners, the other being Pikachu, lost his match tonight. Poliwrath doesn't want to do that as well. Poliwrath uppercut to Sonichu. And then a drop kick, which Sonichu ducks out of the way of. Spinning neck breaker to Sonichu. Now Poliwrath giving Sonichu DDT to Sonichu. Going for the pin. 1, 2. No, Sonichu kicking out. Poliwrath in disbelief. Sonichu getting up to his feet. Oh, but Poliwrath's got him up for that finishing maneuver. Big slam. Now he's dragging Sonichu to the center of the ring, going for the pin here. 1, 2, 3. Poliwrath wins his debut match here on NXT. His non-tag team debut match, you know what I mean. Great showing by Poliwrath. You know, sucks for Sonichu, but that's life. Be real embarrassing for Charmander, though, to be the only one of the three to lose their debut match, as Pikachu has a match up next, if I remember correctly. Could be incorrect about that, though. Nope, Pikachu versus Kakashi. Kakashi gonna try and do his best to make up for his loss against E.T. last week. Kakashi really wants to be in that ladder match, putting in work. Kakashi of the Sharingan against Pikachu of the Pokemans here tonight on NXT. As I stretch and pop my... Oh god, that was a painful pop in my knee. Ah. As here we have Kakashi versus Pikachu. Starting up here. Oh, Pikachu pushing Kakashi to the side. Oh, Kakashi! Swiss uppercut to Pikachu. Kakashi really giving it his all here tonight. Already with just his first move. Will Poliwrath be the only member of Team Pokemans to win their match tonight? Or will Charmander be the only member of Team Pokemans to lose their match tonight? We're about to find out here. Hip toss to Kakashi from Pikachu. And a leg drop. Kakashi. No, Pikachu pushing Kakashi away. Doing it again. Is Pikachu a super heavyweight? Unbelievable. But Kakashi putting those ninja martial arts skills to good use. Now picking Pikachu up. Oh, and a big slap. More martial arts. He knows that's what he's going to have to do. Those fast strikes to take Pikachu out. Kakashi really putting in work here. Oh! Big knee from Kakashi. Now, what's he doing? Oh! Massive submission move. Trying to wrench the leg, the kneecap of Pikachu here. Oh, roundhouse kick to the side of Pikachu. Pikachu fights back with a massive fist. Pikachu now punching Kakashi. Pikachu small but stout for his stature. He's starting to do some damage. Kakashi rolls out of the way of that kick. Kakashi punching Pikachu. Float over neck breaker. Kakashi now taking a big grip. Ref needs to check and make sure he doesn't have tiny shurikens in his hand, digging into Pikachu's shoulder. Oh, that swift jab from Kakashi. Learning from the Power Rangers, Pikachu's got him up. Out of nowhere, a standing flat jack to Kakashi. Kakashi kicking Pikachu's knee out from under him. Trying to pop him, dislocate his knee. As Kakashi throws Pikachu into the corner. Kakashi might be done after that move. But Pikachu is not done. Oh! DDT to Kakashi. Kakashi's in serious trouble here. Pikachu going for the pin on Kakashi now. 1, 2. Kakashi kicking out. Pikachu now elbowing Kakashi in the shoulder blade. Oh, Pikachu's calling it. He's gonna put Kakashi away now. He's got Kakashi up. And the big slam from Pikachu. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Pikachu beating Kakashi. I feel really bad for Kakashi if I'm being honest. He's trying his hardest out there, but it just isn't enough. Pikachu now 1-0. All Pokemon winning their matches except for Charmander, which has got to put some demoralization in them. We might see Poliwrath and Pikachu against Ape Escape at Money in the Bank. Moving on now to our fourth match of the night, where we will have the White Power Ranger, one half of the Tag Team Champions, going up against Ernie, one half of the number one contenders for the Tag Team Champions. Wait, are they? Yeah. Yeah, they are number one contenders. And they also ended the Power Rangers win streak. I completely forgot about that. That just popped into my mind. That they beat the Power Rangers. Oh my god, I just realized this. This is bursting into my brain with knowledge. White Ranger, I think, is a very detailed call, which is why it usually takes him so long to load, especially when there's other Power Rangers with him. Don't forget our main event. NXT champion Krampus goes one-on-one with presidential candidate Donald Trump. I don't know what that noise was. I don't know what any of those noises were that just happened. Oh, Ernie running right in, swinging neck breaker. Float over swinging neck breaker. Going in hard on the White Ranger. Dropping an elbow. I don't think White Ranger has ever been in a singles contest before. No, he has not. I think Ernie's ever been in singles contest before. No, he is not. Both of these men have never had a singles match before, and they're fighting it out here. They're mostly pros at tag team competition, but they're going to fight it out one-on-one here tonight. Ernie throwing White Ranger into the steel barricade. No, don't do it, Ernie. Oh my god. That does so much more damage. They're not like padded barricades. Those are steel barriers. And now Ernie slamming White Ranger's head into the concrete below. 5 count. Both men get back in the ring at the same time. Ernie taking advantage once again. Back body drop. Trying to rip the White Power Ranger's helmet off and then raking his eyes, but the ref didn't see it. Snapmare from Ernie into a boot. Ernie now slamming White Ranger's head down again. Ernie being absolutely brutal in this match here tonight, but White Ranger, that right hook taking Ernie to the ground. White Ranger's got those swift jabs that he can use to his disposal at any moment. He has at his disposal, and he can use them to his advantage at any moment. Many sentences getting blended together. White Ranger throwing Ernie into the corner. Oh, and a spear into the corner. Backflip into a second spear. Oh, went for a Mighty Morphin Power Punch. Instead, he went for a big boot into the corner. What a fantastic combination of moves by the White Ranger. All those swift jabs. Oh no, what are you doing, White Ranger? Oh! Draping Ernie over the top rope. That's gonna do some pain. As now he throws Ernie into the corner. Went for a spear. Ernie reverses, throwing him in the corner. Ernie now throwing him over there. Oh! And that jumping clothesline. That Pepsi plunge. That's not the Pepsi plunge, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and the elbow drop. White Ranger getting picked up. Oh, and reversing Ernie. Throwing him to the outside yet again. This match is going to the concrete for the second time. Last time Ernie took advantage. Well, White Ranger have advantage this time. No, Ernie, side Russian leg sweep. Ernie's taking advantage on the outside again. What a bad time for White Ranger to lose his position on top. Ernie throwing White Ranger into the ring. Ernie ready for White Ranger. Oh, backbreaker to Ernie. Ernie could be in serious trouble here. Oh, the Mighty Morphin Power Punch into the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, Ernie kicks out. White Ranger in disbelief. He's going to have to really pull out all the stops to take out Ernie. Oh, neck breaker reversal by Ernie. Great move. Ernie picking him up. Oh, drop kicking the shin. Trying to break the femur of the White Ranger. Taking him down. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, he almost took him out. Oh, and a swing facebuster.
Thank you for choosing to spend your Wednesday night with us. We appreciate you choosing WWE.
White Ranger back up to his feet. Throwing Ernie over the top rope for the 3rd time. White Ranger, will he be able to take control this time? Will Ernie reverse it as usual? Oh no. Oh no, what are you doing, White Ranger? Oh no. White Ranger, what are you doing? No, this isn't sportsmanship. Ernie's head! There's felt everywhere. There's felt all over the ground. Ernie is in serious trouble. Ernie might be dead. And the White Ranger's still not done. 6 count. White Ranger, what are you doing? No, no, no. 450 splash onto the outside. The count's restarted because of that, though. But Ernie has been absolutely destroyed. getting thrown back into the ring. Just in the match, White Ranger. It's all over now. Uppercut to Ernie. But Ernie, not over yet. Skull-crushing finale. He's showing the White Ranger how to get all the way to Sesame Street. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and the White Ranger kicks out. And you have to imagine that's it for Ernie. That was Ernie's last gasp after everything he just went through. It's gotta be over. White Ranger's got him from behind. Side suplex to Ernie. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh my god, Ernie kicked out. Ernie still fighting with his last little bit of life. You have to fight on for your tag team partner, Bert. You can't die here. This is it. The Megazord to Ernie. It's over. You don't kick out of the Megazord in a singles match. 1, 2, 3. Ernie has been pinned. A fantastic showing. Ernie gave it everything he had. But at the end of the day, the White Ranger just showed absolute dominance. Not even absolute dominance. Absolute destruction there at the end. When he just smashed Ernie's head in. Killing him. White Ranger has won the match. He was pissed. White Ranger is mad that Bert and Ernie ended their Power Rangers win streak. So he tried to end Ernie's life right there. As we move on now to our main event of NXT, and remember, after this after this match, I will be announcing who from NXT will be granted entrance into a ladder match at Money in the Bank. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to witness who it shall be. I just flipped my hand. It took my headphone out of my ear. This may be a shorter 2 weeks than usual. I think we've been getting a lot less tag team matches, and those really drag on, honestly. A lot of them are really good, but like they do drag on a bit. Cough, cough, Dust Brothers, Ascension, cough, cough, 40 minutes. Oh, Krampus and Donald Trump getting ready to fight off here. What? Voldemort. Voldemort's coming out. He's coming out. Krampus telling him to get out of here. Voldemort's just coming to watch the match. It's been a decent NXT so far. He wants to see how things are going. Krampus, pretty furious.
Did you hear the trash talk between them? I don't think he's going to stay focused in this match.
I didn't hear the trash talk, but I believe you. I don't think Krampus has like a set mind where he can just be like, oh, okay, and I won't worry about Voldemort. Krampus is big. He's not particularly smart. Maybe I'll get stuffed in a sack and dragged to hell for saying that, but Donald Trump is already taking advantage of the distraction. Krampus hitting Trump hard. Oh, float over Enziguri to Trump. Air right into a face buster on the concrete. Krampus in it to do absolute destruction and to take out Donald Trump. You know, we didn't think he was a very good NXT champion at first, but he's really starting to prove himself, especially after that ladder match against his brother Santa at Payback. Donald Trump making it back into the ring. 6 count, Krampus making it back in. Krampus throwing Donald Trump into the ropes. Drop kick to Donald Trump. Stomping him down repeatedly. Trump reversing with a forearm. And a neck breaker to Krampus. Now trying to stomp the NXT champion while he's down. Oh, forearm to Krampus. And a big chop. Krampus reversing with a forearm. So now, Donald Trump kicking Krampus hard. And repeatedly. Trump now. He's picking Krampus up. And a shoulder tackle to Donald Trump. Still kicking Trump hard. Oh, spinning forearm from Krampus. He's putting in serious work. He's doing some damage. He doesn't care about a presidential election swinging neck breaker. He only cares about causing pain to those that stand in his way. Krampus now stomping on Donald Trump's arm. Now picking Trump up once again. Oh, Trump grabbing him. Trump could gain some momentum here. Tossing him over. Getting him up to one knee. What's Trump planning? Oh, a big chop. Followed by a big punch. Trying to get some strike offense in on Krampus here. Throwing Krampus into the pole. Hi, this is Joey. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Donald Trump setting Krampus up on the top rope already. Donald Trump. Superplex. He could pin the NXT champion here. It's you. It's Joey. This Joey. Oh, DDT to the NXT champion. Trump going for the pin now on the NXT champion. 1, 2, and Krampus kicks out. Donald Trump now dropping elbows to the head of Krampus. And as a reminder, after this match, I will be announcing what wrestler from NXT will be going to Money in the Bank to compete in one of the ladder matches. Donald Trump is gonna build a wall around Christmas. This could be it. The pinfall on the NXT champion. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Krampus kicks out. Donald Trump throwing Krampus into the corner. And a clothesline to Krampus. Now picking him up again. Spinning him around. Side suplex to the NXT champion. Krampus in serious trouble now. He's taking some real damage. Trump in full control. What is Trump going for here? He's got him in the ropes. Oh, Krampus reverses, throwing Trump over the top rope. Oh, Trump. Oh, raking the eyes in the rope. Who won the main event of Payback? It was actually super close, but John Cena defeated Adrian Neville. John Cena now holds both the World Heavyweight Championship and the Recognized Character Championship, unfortunately. That just means he'll have to work double duty at Money in the Bank. DDT to Krampus again. That's it. I think Donald Trump just pinned the NXT champion. 1, 2, 3, and he did. Donald Trump just beat the NXT champion. That was insane. I didn't think Donald Trump would be able to do it, but Donald Trump pinned the NXT champion. Well, you know, I think it's important to say, I will now announce the wrestler from NXT who will be going to Money in the Bank. Intensity's building between Krampus and Lord Voldemort. Donald Trump can't fight Krampus for his NXT title because Voldemort's the #1 contender. However, Donald Trump's a very rich man. He's got a lot of money. And in 2 weeks, he will be taking that money to the bank because Donald Trump will be in one of the 4 ladder matches at Money in the Bank. I had someone else on my list I was going to go for, but he just pinned the NXT champion. I don't know if he'll be guaranteed in the Money in the Bank ladder match or if he'll be in one of the Feast or Fired matches, but he'll be in one of them. So Donald Trump is going on to Money in the Bank, where he could win a shot at one of the titles. Who knows? There's only one way to find out, and that's That's the tune in Saturday to Money in the Bank. I hit X and there was nothing to hit X on. As we will now move on to Friday Night Smackdown, where we have Stardust versus Heath Slater. Didn't we just have this match last week? Stardust versus Heath Slater for the second time. Luke Harper versus Totino's Pizza Rolls. And Bernie Sanders versus Austin Aries. Who the hell did Austin Aries fought Bray Wyatt? And remember, at the end of this Friday Night Smackdown, I will announce... This is the last Friday Night Smackdown of the stream. These are the last 3 matches of the stream. At the end of this Smackdown, I will announce 2 more people who will be in Money in the Bank matches. Or will be in ladder matches at Money in the Bank. You get what I'm saying. Just as a reminder, for those of you unaware, at Money in the Bank, there will be 4 ladder matches. 1 is the Money in the Bank ladder match. The other 3 will be Feast or Fired matches. 1 of them will grant the winner a shot at the tag team titles, 1 will grant the winner a shot at the RC titles, and 1 will have the winner deleted from Universe Mode. But even I won't know which ladder match is which until after they are over. So we will just see how it goes. Stardust versus Heath Slater, a rematch from last week. Side Russian leg sweep to Heath Slater. Really trying to prove himself worthy of being in one of those ladder matches. Elbow to Heath Slater. And the big fist to Stardust. Heath Slater picking Stardust up. Oh, and kicking him hard. Another big fist. I'm pretty sure Stardust won last time. He won in impressive fashion with that inverted side Russian leg sweep. Flapjack into the ropes. That's going to do some damage to Stardust's throat. Probably his face as well. As now, neck breaker from Heath Slater, really doing serious damage to Stardust again. Elbow drop. It has been all Slater in this match. He's wanting to pick up a win here tonight after his loss against Stardust last week. He doesn't want to look weak in the eyes of the general manager and commissioner, me and Thorne, when we pick who will be in the ladder matches at Money in the Bank. Heath Slater now hitting Stardust. Stardust slapping back against Heath Slater. Roundhouse kick. Slater's caught up in the ropes. Stardust gonna do something about it. Oh! That had to have been a nut shot. How did the ref not see that? That elbow to Heath Slater. 2 look each other on. Oh, and Stardust just pushes him back. Alright, see you later, Joey. Have a great night. Alabama Slammer to Heath Slater. Dragging Slater to the center of the ring, rolling him over. Kicking his inner thigh. Here's the back of his kneecap. Doing some serious damage. See you at Money in the Bank, Joey. As Slater side suplex to Stardust. Slater kicking Stardust while he's down now. Slater doing serious damage now. Knocking Stardust to the ground once again. Stardust working his way to his feet. He's completely knocked out. He can't even get up. DDT to the foot by Slater. Slater going for the pin on Stardust. 1, 2. I keep saying Slater. Stardust. The alliteration, it's throwing me off. Stardust able to kick out. Now Stardust stuck in the corner. Slater throwing him to the other corner now. Oh, big flying forearm to Stardust. What's Slater planning here? Oh, he's going up to the top rope. But Stardust there to catch him. Knocking him down. High risk, high reward. Slater took the risk and it took pain. I don't know. My English is failing. It's late. It's not late. It's like 8:42. I usually up till like 3 a.m. I don't know what's up with me today. Been stressed, freaking out. English ain't working right. Stardust flipping Slater over. Raking his back. Digging his gloved nails into Slater's skin. Throwing Slater into the other corner now. Hanging Slater up in the tree of woe. Now pushing his boot into Slater's face. Cody chants, filling the arena again. Stardust taking with the ropes. Going for the cosmic kick. Taking Slater to the ground. 1, 2. Oh, but Slater kicks out. Stardust can't believe it. He thought he had Slater done. He thought he had him beat. Drop kick to Slater. What's Stardust doing? Stardust going for that announce table once again. He turned away from the announce table last week. It looks like he won't be doing that again. Oh, Slater though, throwing Stardust into the stairs. At a 3 count now. Slater picking Stardust up. Throwing Stardust into the stairs yet again. 5 count. As Slater gets Stardust up. Bumps into him. Runs in the ring. Both men making it at the 6 count. Announce table again. Didn't get used. Oh! The air guitar! Slater going for the pin. 1, 2. Stardust had the ropes. Stardust had the ropes. Unbelievable. I'm getting real sick of this ref. We're about to start replacing refs around here. But he's Slater pinning Stardust because the ref did not see the ropes. Slater now sitting at 2-2. Stardust at 2-3. Moving on to the next match. I've really got to start considering who I'm going to put in this Money in the Bank match. I've already got a list. My Commissioner Thorne, he's made a list as well. It's tough considerations. Putting a lot of thought into it as we go into Luke Harper versus Totino's Pizza Rolls. As we begin this match at fast speed. Luke Harper throwing Totino's Pizza Rolls into a spine buster right off the bat. Luke Harper rolling Totino's Pizza Rolls over. Totino's Pizza Rolls having a fantastic match against Jack Swagger at Payback that he actually ended up... No! Jack Swagger won that match. Jack Swagger beat Totino's Pizza Rolls, if I'm correct. Totino's is at 1-1. Jack Swagger actually won at Payback. So great play by Swagger there. Totino's Pizza Rolls still was very impressive. Totino's Pizza Rolls not wanting to let the timer run out as he hits Luke Harper from behind. Harper and Totino's fighting on the outside. Suplex onto the concrete by Luke Harper. Stomping in those Totino's Pizza Rolls. Luke Harper getting ready. Running into the ring. Totino's a bit discombobulated, making it back into the ring though. Luke Harper, center of the ring. Sidewalk slam to Totino's Pizza Rolls. Luke Harper now. Getting up. No, Totino's Pizza Rolls. Side Russian leg sweep to Luke Harper. And a standing moonsault. We haven't seen Luke Harper have a match in a while. Totino's Pizza Rolls, standing Hurricane Rana. And that jumping spin kick. Like a spinning leg drop, I guess would be more realistically what it is. Do I have him as Luke Harper or Harper? I have him as Harper. Harper is 1-0. I think he had a match at like the first ever Smackdown, if I'm correct, but I don't remember exactly.
I'd suggest being prepared to see the absolute worst of humanity.
Harper
The last door I'd want to
picking
knock on
Totino's
is
pizza
that
rolls up.
family.
Pump handle fall away slam. Harper now
If the action is Friday night, is
grabbing
anything
Totino's before he can make him to his feet. Snapmare to Totino's pizza rolls.
my God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can
Putting
get a
in some
doctor
moves here.
as a precaution. Damaged ribs
But
like that.
Totino's pizza rolls are fighting out of it. And a kick. Oh! The inverted Canadian destroyer. The Canadian bacon by Totino's pizza rolls.
I think if someone wants to enter the demented personal world of Luke Harper, they have to think of the Harpers
Totino's now
every week on
throwing
TV
Luke Harper
programming,
into the corner.
by maybe 100.
Oh! These big kicks. Spinning heel kick from Totino's pizza rolls. Oh! Swinging drop kick. Luke Harper's in trouble. Totino's pizza rolls going for the pin. One. Oh, and Luke Harper managing to kick out. And another drop kick to Luke Harper. As Harper gets rolled over, what's he planning here? Oh! The microwave rotation! Luke Harper's up high, and he's gonna come down hard. OMG, this is awesome. Shut up, Lawler. Totino's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Totino's pizza rolls defeats Jack Swagger.
They mesmerized the WWE Universe in that match.
Totino's pizza rolls sitting at 2-1. Luke Harper, 1-1. Where Harper at? There Harper at.
Let's take a look at some of the big highlights.
Here's your winner, Sweetness Jordan.
Sending a message to the
He
entire
did it.
locker room with that.
Moving on to the next match. And after this match, I will be announcing 2 more people for the Money in the Bank matches. We have Bernie Sanders versus Austin Aries. Austin Aries already confirmed to be in a ladder match at Money in the Bank. Some serious thought, honestly, and I'll say this right now, there's some serious thought going into putting Bernie Sanders in the match. But we're waiting to see how it goes with, fuck, he's fighting Honky Tonk, man. Man, I really just don't care about Honky Tonk, man. Jesus Christ. You know who I kind of miss that was around when I watched wrestling years ago? I mean, I watch it now, but I also watched it years ago. Jimmy Wang Yang.
You can feel the electricity running through this arena.
Match begins. Bernie Sanders versus the greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries. Bernie Sanders really putting in work. Full Nelson STO to Austin Aries.
And the tie-up, make no mistake about it. This is all about skill,
Another tie-up indeed.
determination, and power.
And we're watching
Austin Aries throwing Bernie Sanders to the ground.
Tell me, what do you think about Sanders?
definitely looking good so far.
Sanders
Hasn't
getting
taken
up.
Too much punishment up to this point.
Sanders throwing.
Definitely looking
Austin Aries into the ropes. Oh, Austin Aries reverses.
Who's the better competitor?
Drop kick to Bernie Sanders. Good showing from both men here on the main event of Friday Night Smackdown. Austin Aries raking the old man back of Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders getting thrown into the corner. Austin setting him. Oh no, it wasn't setting him up. It was a side suplex surprise. Bernie Sanders elbowing Austin Aries. Austin Aries fighting back though. Oh, jumping STO to Bernie Sanders. Austin Aries rolling him over and just beating into Bernie Sanders' head. Unbelievable. As now, Bernie Sanders kneeing Austin Aries in the gut and stomping down on his arm. Another punch by Bernie Sanders. And yet another. Oh, Austin Aries was going for that spinning forearm, but Bernie Sanders stopped him with a snap suplex. Bernie Sanders wants to prove without a doubt that he deserves to be in one of these ladder matches by bringing Austin Aries' win streak to an end. Bernie Sanders hitting Austin Aries hard. Austin Aries going for another forearm. Bernie Sanders has been scouting Austin Aries out and has a counter for everything Aries has. Side Russian leg sweep. Bernie Sanders. Austin Aries in trouble. And a punch to the groin of Austin Aries. Bernie's got him up. Oh, and he's spinning him around for something. Side suplex. I almost said side Russian suplex. Side suplex. Austin in danger here. Thez press to Austin Aries. Austin Aries could lose his first ever match here tonight on the main event of Smackdown. 1, 2, 3. No, Austin Aries kicks out. Bernie Sanders impressed and in disbelief by the greatest man that ever lived. Spinning forearm. No! Bernie Sanders reversed the spinning forearm into the socialist stunner. 1, 2, 3. And Bernie Sanders did it. Bernie Sanders defeated Austin Aries. Bernie Sanders. Austin Aries 2-1 now. Bernie Sanders 8-1. Sanders has been doing real good here in WWE 2K16 Universe mode. And so ends Friday Night Smackdown. And I will begin by announcing I will end by announcing 2 more people for the ladder matches at Money in the Bank. Both of these will be coming from Commissioner Thorin, as I've still yet to make up my mind on some of the people I want. But first, coming from Commissioner Thorin is the Animal Batista. One half of Evolution, along with Ric Flair since Triple H and Randy Orton are in other tag teams. But yes, Batista will be in a ladder match at Money in the Bank. And the second wrestler, you ask? Why? That's quite easy, you see. The other wrestler who will be in a ladder match at Money in the Bank will be Adrian Neville, thanks to his amazing showcase against John Cena at Payback. And so now, that ends it. Here are the currently confirmed official people who will be in ladder matches at Money in the Bank. The Blue Power Ranger, Austin Aries, Dolph Ziggler, Donald Trump, Batista, and Adrian Neville. There's still 6 more people that need to be decided, not even counting the Money in the Bank ladder match. Just however that goes with Universe Mode. I will see you guys on the next stream. Thanks for watching.